Oh, we have another legend of these streets. Let me give her the proper. Good evening, Madam Jupiter.
Thank you. And I'd like to thank my mother. And I'd like to...
Your agent, God, the director.
Yeah.
So how is it going, Jupes? We were talking about we were talking about Nigel Farage. We were talking about Tyson. Whichever one of these you want to pick up on, feel free.
Talking about Banksy supporting Sophia Lewis's child transition.
Well, we were. Yes, I mean there was that that we
yes.
Up on.
And I'm
again,
always going to remind you of it.
Reiterate: Sophia Lewis and myself are not for child transitions. Only in very exceptional cases.
She never has been, has she? She's never has been.
No, she hasn't. Just when she's more based than me.
She was an activist against it, actually.
Yeah.
She transitioned as a child.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, maybe that's why.
Well, no, because she's extremely aware. She's aware of exactly what you have to go through in the way of testing. I mean, she was literally being diagnosed for years before they allowed her to take puberty blockers before they chopped anything off.
Reminds me of you, Banksy, because you're like, it's okay for me to migrate, like Maya Tuesday. It's okay for me to be an Iranian asylum seeker and mold into British culture, but it's not okay for anyone else to do it.
Yes.
You know, that really annoys me when you say things like that, Velle, because I find that's a very immature way of looking at things.
No, it's not true.
How is it?
It's not true by any means.
How is it? Wait, hold on. Listen to this. Wait. Let me make my point then, yeah? So Maya Tusi comes from an Islamic country, right?
Yeah, he comes from Iran. But hold on.
Yeah.
Mid-word.
Wait.
Hold that thought. Big up, Roy. How are you, mate?
You got more, yeah? You got more.
How are you, Roy? Big up, mate. Roy's in the house. Sorry. Roy, just let Velle have his thoughts and then unmute afterwards.
I'm listening.
Good man.
All right.
Okay.
All right,
Go on, Velle.
All right. Let me lay out the question in again, yeah? So Maya Tusi comes from a Islamic country. Yeah? Sure. Maya Tusi came here as an asylum seeker. Maya Tusi says that he's integrated into the British culture. So why would he be against other people doing the same thing as he's done?
Okay.
Because he was persecuted, wasn't he?
Well, yeah, but let me answer that. And first of all, Maya Tusi did none of those things. It was her mother. He came as a child with her parents. With his parents. So it was his mother and I think his dad. Well, his dad is actually still held in Iran as a political prisoner, but it was his mom who came and who had to actually flee as a political political refugee or seek political asylum. He was just a child. He didn't do any of those things. It was his parents. But nevertheless,
that stuff still stands.
I get the idea. Okay. Let me answer you this.
Integrated.
The fact
raised
is
a child that was able to integrate into society.
The fact
so
is
why would they be against other people?
They didn't come through some boats. They didn't come through some. They actually got a visa. They got on a plane and they came here and they had to fill out and go through all the proper channels.
From Iran.
Sorry?
There's no asylum seeker from Iran.
What do you mean there's no asylum seeking?
There's no asylum seeker visa from Iran.
Yes. No, there's no asylum seeker, but you can actually get visas to come to Britain through various channels.
Means what you say. He came to Britain
I came to this country.
Asylum.
My mum got a visa for us to come to this country. I never came.
I
sat on a plane and we were vetted and we had to fill out paperwork.
And then claimed asylum, right?
Well, you can either. I mean, I don't know when she claimed asylum, whether she was landed when she landed, or when they were. Oh, there goes Roy. When at whatever point, at whatever stage they claimed it, they.
Yeah, but I don't understand what Velle's point is.
Well, you see,
this is the point. That is Banksy's parents was able to integrate into British society as a lady that's come from a Muslim country who's still a Muslim.
Well, first of all, no, she was Christian.
She wasn't Muslim, though.
They were all Christian. They weren't Muslim.
And that's why they were fleeing. They were fleeing from Islamism.
Your whole family was
Your parents
Christian.
were Christians.
Yeah, the whole family was
Who,
Christian.
Banksy? Your family was Christian?
No, not mine. I'm saying her.
No, but
family.
I said obviously like your parents. Your mum came here as a Muslim, integrated, had children, settled into the way of life. Children's grown
Sure.
up and being able to stand on their own 2 feet. My Tusis came here as an asylum seeker that's settled into the way of life, being able to grow up, stand on his own
Yes.
2 feet, now can contribute towards the society.
Yes.
So that's the point I'm making. That these people
Okay.
come here as asylum seekers and settled into the way of life or whatever. So why would you be against other people trying
Okay.
to do the same thing
Let
for
me
their
explain
lives?
to you. Let me explain to you. The fact is, just like everything in life, there is a window of opportunity where such things are available. And those who took advantage of that window of opportunity got in, and those who couldn't, or for whatever reason didn't, now we cannot allow them anymore because we simply cannot afford we can't afford to keep them, and we can't afford to actually have these people in our system because our system is now crumbling because of the overload. So the fact is, you see, the thing is, Velle, you're into crypto. There was a time, I was literally lamenting about the fact that there was a time in 2007 when a friend of mine said you could download, or at least mine, this thing called Bitcoin for free as much as you like, thousands of them. And I said, what are they for? He says, nothing. They're just computerized money. And I said to him, or in my head, I said, fuck off, you nerdy loser with your nerdy computer money. Don't waste my time with this shit. But you know what? That nerd is probably a multimillionaire. I mean, admittedly, I'm not in touch with him. Whilst I am sitting here lamenting that Bitcoin is at $90,000 now. Now, should I complain and say, can you give me some of your Bitcoin because you got it for free at the time? And, well, it was free then, but it's $90,000 now. But you had it for free, so you should give me some of that. No, I was an idiot. I lost out when I should have mined Bitcoin for free. And now at $90,000, I could have been sitting almost a billionaire. But no, I lost out. I can't bitch and moan about it now because I didn't take advantage of an opportunity that was presented at that time. That's how asylum seekers are. You can't complain that now that this country is full and has a lot of internal problems and financial issues, that why, because you came in the 80s, why can't I come in 2024? Because 2024, the Britain of 1985 isn't the Britain of 2024. It's a very different thing. Different country, different place, different time. Go for it.
The only reason why there's a backlog is because for 14 years, the Conservatives didn't process or took long to process any claims. So made it as hard as possible to have any claims processed or to process any claims or whatever. So that's why the UK government has ended up having to house asylum seekers in hotels. And what's happened is a lot of people that have had hotels that actually probably wasn't making enough money for them to facilitate keeping the staff have offered or taken the deals that the government has offered them to facilitate asylum seekers in their hotel because it ends up being profitable to them, innit? Like, so they're actually making bread from housing these asylum seekers.
But all that sounds like, I hear you.
I've not finished
yet.
I've not finished yet.
Yeah, go on.
I haven't finished yet. So yeah, so like I was saying, yeah, that so the door's not closed. Yeah, the place isn't jam packed where no one else can get in and all that sort of stuff. There's actually been Keir Starmer's evicted over 10,000 people, or is it extradited or removed from the country? Over 10,000 people that don't have the right to be here as well. So it's not really true what you're saying, is it?
So when I hear people saying what you say, I think, number one, why are you stating the bleeding obvious? And number two, that doesn't make things better. So just because you think a handful of jobs have been created in the industry and a couple of people have took advantage of it and become millionaires, doesn't mean that it's helping society at large. And it's society at large that I'm more concerned about. Secondly...
But that's not the point. That's not the point of asylum seekers, to help society at large.
Well,
not-
you
it's
why
not
bring it up?
secure-
Why
Well,
bring it up?
we
to
don't
the
have them
point
here
of-
then.
For a
We
society
don't want
at
them
large.
if they're
Yeah,
not
so
helping the
what's
society at
That's not,
large.
that's not the point. But that's not the
You,
point of
you were the
asylum
one that
seekers.
brought it up.
Well,
as
then
a
we don't want
positive.
asylum
Who said
seekers.
that? I never brought it up. I never
You
brought up
just
asylum
just
seekers.
said it gave them.
Help the benefits
Did
of
it,
that.
am I hearing things, Banksy? Did he not just say that when they get put into these places and it gives people more jobs?
Exactly.
No, I never said that.
And they just made
I
up.
never said
Then
that.
these,
I said
didn't you
they
just
had
make the
failing-
point that
wait,
these
no, no, no,
hotels
no.
just made
I
a
said they
fortune?
They had failing hotels. Wait, hold on. I said there's people that had failing hotels that
Yes.
have decided to take asylum seekers to make it profitable for their business. I didn't say anything about them hiring more people or anything like that, or they're creating
Okay,
more jobs.
okay, so, but you
There's
just
nothing to
made
do
that
with
made the point
No,
that these
never.
asylum seekers are making these hotel owners money. You made that association.
Yeah, and to us, we
But
don't
that's
care.
not.
because
So
it's
how's
not-
that? So how's that? How's
It's
that?
not-
But how's that saying that it's a benefit to society though?
I'm saying it's not.
It's a benefit.
I
No,
don't
it's not a benefit
understand
to
how you
society.
want-
It's just a
But
benefit
it
to a
wasn't the
handful of
point
these
I'm making.
hotel owners.
You're making your own point to something else then, because that's not a point that we're
Okay,
making. Them.
what I'm trying to tell you,
Well,
Velle,
what was the
which
point in
you
telling
didn't
us
even
that
answer
these
my
people made money out of it then?
Yeah, you didn't even understand my point or didn't even address the point I made. The fact is
What was your point?
that the Bitcoin comparison, the fact is there was a time where Britain needed immigration and that was fine. They allowed certain amount of immigration.
Bro,
Now we no longer
pause.
need
Can you
that
pause?
level of immigration and we certainly can't
Yeah, pause, 'cause
afford that
the point that
level
you're
of
making is
immigration.
irrelevant, right? Because asylum seekers ain't the
Yeah, we don't
ain't the
want any
immigration.
form of asylum seeking
seekers are
or
not like the
immigration.
immigrants that you're talking about.
It doesn't
That
matter.
People come here.
Okay,
to
we
get-
don't want
to-
any new
Bro,
people coming
wait,
in.
hold on, bro. Listen to the point. Listen to the point. Asylum seekers are not migrants that are coming here looking for work, innit? They're people that are coming seeking asylum because their life's in danger.
No, they're
wherever they are, innit?
undocumented
Okay.
immigrants.
The
So they're
fact
not-
is,
so that- wait,
the
hold on,
reason we
listen,
can
listen,
ascertain
listen,
that is
bro,
false and they're
let me
lying
finish the
is
point.
this.
They're
Bro, let me finish
undocumented
the point.
immigrants. They're not all asylum.
Do you know what it is? Yeah, this is why it's funny speaking to you last year, because every time the point's gonna be tried to be made, you're not even gonna let the point actually be made.
Because
to
I know
answer
your
the
point
question.
is
You just wanna
pointless.
just speak over. But how can you actually know what point I'm gonna make?
Because
if
I
haven't
know
even
your
made the
point. You literally, I know your point.
Every
You're
time.
saying to me,
Shit. Don't even
immigrants
make sense.
and
Don't even
asylum
sense. Bro,
seekers
you're
are not the
literally
same
trying to
thing.
do this.
Immigrants are
They ain't.
people who move for financial reasons, and asylum seekers are
Exactly.
are moving out because their life is in danger and they need to get out of the particular dangerous nation that they're in.
So
But
if you know the difference between them, why are you making them the same?
because
thing?
I can tell you,
Because
this-
they're not
I can-
all asylum seekers.
They're not the same thing, though, are
no,
migrants.
Jupiter. I can 100% tell you that these are immigrants and not asylum seekers because they went through at least a half a dozen safe countries to get to this country. They didn't just come from Rwanda
no.
directly to here or from Iraq or Iran directly to here.
You don't have
they
to do
went
that.
through
Asylum
a
seeker
dozen.
doesn't have to
yes,
go-
but that is why
No, they
I
don't.
know. Velle, listen to what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
but they don't have to do that,
Velle,
bro.
Velle,
listen, you
Velle,
keep
what I'm
but you keep
telling
saying,
you-
No, they don't have to do
listen,
that.
It's
but we
not
don't
that they
we'd
have
like
to.
the
That's
government
not
to
the
do
reason
something
that
about
you
that.
say
Velle,
what you
that is
want
not
them
the
to do
point.
is not what they have to
Velle,
do.
that is not the point.
The
The point is
what
that
you want
if
them
these
to do and
people
what
were
they're allowed to do
truly-
is two different things.
If these people were truly asylum seekers and they just wanted to get into a safe nation, they would stop at the first safe country that they arrive in. What
Yeah, but
makes
everyone
them,
says that.
what
That's
makes
not
them
in that situation.
economical
That's not what happens.
migrants is that they no longer stop at the one country or the two country or the three. It's the seventh. We are something like 7 or 8 countries down the road for them. So why are they
Yeah, but
coming
that's not
here
true though, right?
versus going to France, Germany, Belgium, and all the
Because
others?
it's the same thing.
because
It's the same
they
thing we
want
could
the
say about your parents
financial
and Maya
rewards
Tusi's
here.
parents.
Well, I
It's the
tell you
same
what.
things we could say
No,
about
it's
your
not.
parents or Maya Tusi's
It's
parents.
not.
Yes, it is. Because they're asylum
It's
seekers
not.
that
His
come from other
parents
places.
flew in.
Bro,
His parents
can you
flew
stop
in
speaking while I'm
legitimately.
speaking? I've not even finished speaking. So I don't know how you can even answer the point. Yes, and the point wasn't even to you, so I don't even know why you're speaking. Yeah, so like I was
Because
saying,
I'm on the panel.
we can apply the same point to your parents and to Maya Tusi's parents, right? They could have gone to the first closest safe country, but they never. They went to England. Why did they go to England? Because that was the best place that they decided that they wanted to
Directly.
rebuild their lives in.
But,
yeah?
but Velle,
They
do
could
you
build
realize
their
the
lives
difference
back.
between Maya
Bro,
Tusi and
listen,
me and,
listen.
and the refugees?
Yeah, but listen,
on the boat?
listen to the point. Yeah, the point is, but by the 1950 United Nations Refugee Convention means that they don't have to claim asylum in the next country they get in.
Yeah, but
It's
that's
in the
what we
country
want
that they feel
changed.
safe to claim in.
That is not
Yeah,
the
but that's
point.
what we want changed.
Yes, first of all, we want
The
that change.
majority
But
of-
second of all,
listen,
Veli,
Iraq
let
and
me
other places
explain
like
to you.
that
Veli,
have-
can I
and
please?
Syria
I
have
stayed
more
silent for you.
asylum seekers than Europe.
Veli, me and Maya Tusi, the examples that you used, literally flew on one plane and landed at London Heathrow. We didn't stop off at Germany, France, Italy, and a whole host of other places before we landed here. And number one, my mum never claimed asylum. I'm not an asylum seeker. I'm not a
But did they fly over? Did
in
they
any
fly
way.
over those countries? Did they fly over
But
countries
the
that they
fact
could have
is
stopped off
that the
and
British
got
government in Iran at the time when my mom was applying was giving Iranians visas to come to England. I flew on British Airways and I came to this country. I didn't fly on Canadian Airways or German Lufthansa, whatever the hell it is. I got on a British Airways flight, flew over to Heathrow, and then came out here. And by the way, as I said, my case isn't even an asylum case. My parents never claimed asylum. My mom actually got married to an Englishman, and it was an English marriage situation. But nevertheless, the fact is that whatever happened between Maya Tusi's situation or my situation, we didn't go through 3 or 4 other countries. The reason I'm trying to tell you is that these asylum, quote unquote, asylum seekers are nothing of the sort but economic migrants, is the fact that they did not stop off at the dozens of other countries that they came through, especially those on the rubber boats.
But they don't have to do.
No,
They
it
can
doesn't matter
stop
whether
off
they
at
have to.
They can stop.
What
Listen,
I'm trying to tell you is that it
does
is
matter.
obvious
It actually does
that
matter.
they don't.
It does matter.
They are
It
not
matters. Do you know
asylum
why it does
seekers,
matter?
but they're migrants.
Listen, Banksy, why it matters that they don't stop off or they do stop off at the first country they have, whether they have to or they don't, is the reasons why they're going to the places that they're going to. They go to where they feel they're going to be able to feel safe and claim an asylum, where they're going to be protected and where they're going to be looked after, and like where they're going to be able to rebuild their lives and
Yes.
become either members of the society.
That could happen in Germany,
hold
in
on,
France.
hold on, bro. Let me finish speaking, man. Stop doing that. Yeah, it's like they could rebuild their life here wherever they claim asylum, whichever place they feel safe in claiming asylum here. The regime could change
Not all of them.
in their country. The regime could change in their country and they could go back. There's very different scenarios that could happen. They might not even be able to claim asylum. There's people that have come over here with situations like, I played a video on my channel the other day. The lady was trying to claim asylum. She was raped by the people. She was raped, by the people. Her whole family was slaughtered in front of her. The government, it wasn't by a government, it was by a local militia or something like that. But because the government had said that there was some measures in place to try to protect them, even though they wasn't going to protect them, they wasn't able to claim asylum still and got sent back. And the lady obviously got killed.
Yeah, you know why,
when they went
Velle?
back, innit,
Because
like,
we
so-
got the militias over here living here now, so we can't guarantee her safety.
Yeah,
Just like BB.
yeah.
Just
We
like
literally,
BB.
just like
couldn't
Maya
guarantee it
Tusi.
for her.
Maya Tusi is now
You can't guarantee Maya Tusi's a safety in the UK.
No, he can't
stupid,
come out
man.
without security now. He's literally under threats. He's had people come to his house. He had to move from London, inner London, where he used to live, to an undisclosed location outside of London now because people were knocking on his door. The IRGC, the Iranian regime, is literally trying to kill him.
Yeah, but this is the thing, Banksy. How can we have these people coming here for sanctuary when we're also letting in the bloody bastards that are doing all the stuff?
Yes,
I mean, this is the problem that we've got. This is what we're arguing about.
yes, exactly. But the thing is, you see, the problem is with Velle, he doesn't actually want to actually be honest about this because you know yourself when someone who's just gone through multiple nations to come here is on a rubber dinghy, they're coming here for the benefits. What really? I mean, I don't even blame them. I'm not even talking about those refugees on the boat. The problem is with us. The problem is within this nation that is allowing them to have those
sort of an
benefits,
idiot would
is
risk
putting
their
them up in
kids'
those
life
hotels.
40
What
quid a
they
week?
Velle, please, I try not not to talk when you were talking. The fact is, what we should be doing is putting them all into camps, into internment camps, holding them in holding camps, not hotels, nothing else. The sort of military style camps where they have these like bunk bed types, where the soldiers type, reside in. That's how they should be they should be held. And as soon as whether the process, their case is gone past a certain stage, they either get moved to social housing or whatever, or they get deported to the nearest safe haven. That's what it's supposed to be like. But unfortunately, we have weak governments who do not do this.
That's what happens. That's actually what happens.
No, because they're put up in 4-star hotels.
Come and go in their
That
hotels.
is what happens.
No, it's not.
That is what happens.
They are literally put up in
They're allowed
4-star
in our
hotels.
society. They shouldn't be allowed in our society until they've been checked.
They do get checked.
They don't
All
get
right,
checked.
what do you think
They get
happens?
given-
Yes, they do. Yes, they do get checked. What? Okay, listen, because you keep saying this stuff. You haven't even read what happens to an asylum seeker, and you have posted the thing like 20 times on different community
Yeah.
pages
They
or
get
whatever,
given
anyway.
a card. They say who their name is. They get given a card, and then they go in a holding centre while they check out their claims.
But the
And
holding
some
They get
centre isn't
biometrics.
And
any.
some,
They get
and some
biometrics.
people in
Some
those
4-star
holding
hotels.
centres, and some people
They
in
get
those holding
biometrics.
centres are not processed for 14 years. Yes, I know all that, Velle. But
No.
those
They get
holding
biometrics,
centres
man.
are no longer
They get
secure.
biometrics, so their fingerprints and their eyes are scanned as well. So their records are checked internationally as well to find
No,
out
what they
who
are
they
is
are. Yes,
registered.
they are.
They're registered. They're registered. It's not the same
Yes, they
as
get
being
biometrics
given the
scanned as
right
well.
to remain. It's not the same as being completely checked. They're registered.
I never said that it's the same as being right to remain. I said that they're checked because they get.
They're not
biometrics
checked.
now.
They're registered.
Are they actually held
get
in any
checked.
kind
They
of
get their
confined
biometrics
camps where they
taken.
cannot actually access the general public?
Depends. If you're held, if you are to be held in one place or whatever, then you get your biometrics checked. You don't get the ARC card because you're not in public, but you go back to wherever the holding center is. If you're in the public, then you get an ARC
Okay.
card.
How do they
biometrics
determine who
taken.
goes into the public and who goes into the holding centres?
It depends on the different ways that
In
asylum's claimed.
what sense?
So,
How? What do you mean? Because these people, are they documented prior to getting to this country? Do they? Some of them they claimed up to be 10, 11 years old. They're putting them in schools
No,
with
they're undocumented,
children,
Banksy.
like
So what
24-year-old
they do-
men.
What they do is they take their fingerprints and the name that they allege they are, and if any crimes are committed, they can trace them through the fingerprints, etc. They're registered at that point, but that doesn't mean that they've actually had their background fully checked about who they are, what they've done, or anything else, and whether they're allowed legitimately in the country. That can take up to 14 years, and all that while we've got these people in hotels walking in and out with society. We don't want it.
Exactly,
yeah,
and it's
and
not
the
only,
reason
not to
the reason
mention
why
that,
they're walking up and down in
all of
hotels
this is at the
because
cost of the
it's
British
because the
taxpayer.
Conservatives didn't process any claims for 14 years.
The fact is, all of this is
There are people that have been waiting for 14 years. You come on here and said it
Yeah,
yourself.
the Conservatives didn't process claims for 14 years is the reason why they was waiting for 14 years.
But the fact is, all of these people, I mean, let's be honest, we need to establish a system in which they are.
You know what's funny as well?
They
yeah?
are
Why you not go
discouraged
silent
from
at that point?
landing to this
14
country
years
at
of
all.
Conservatives not processing asylum claims, and you guys voted for Conservatives in consecutive flipping votes.
Because the
Well,
other
I don't know
option
why
is
you're
even
worrying.
worse.
Labour's in power now, and they're even worse.
Exactly, it's like as if we
They're
had like so
processing
much
claims, you
better
donuts.
options.
Hey, wait, hold on a sec, yeah? All right, so in the Conservative term, yeah, in Rishi Sunak's term, how many people was deported?
I don't think any.
Okay, in Theresa May, in Liz Truss, in Boris Johnson's, in David Cameron's term, how many people was deported?
I don't know.
I don't know, because every time they
You don't
try
even-
to do
because you
something,
don't even check because
Well,
you lot
every
do
time
them
they tried
and just
to do
listen to
something,
populist bullshit. You don't even
the
check
civil
numbers, man.
service stopped them and
You
frustrated
don't even
them.
check numbers. Keir Starmer was deported. I'm not even a Keir Starmer supporter. Keir Starmer's deported over 10,000 people already.
We're still
And he's
that's
been
a
in
drop
power.
in the ocean.
He's
He
been
needs
in
to
power
be
less than
thinking
100 days. Keir Starmer's
needs-
been in power less than 100 days.
The fact is-
He's done more than
because the
Boris
civil
Johnson,
service are not
David
standing
Cameron,
in his way.
Theresa May, Rishi Sunak, flipping Liz Truss. He's done more than the whole of the 14 years of
Yeah,
Conservatives.
but that's
in
irrelevant.
less
They're
than
not
6
in
months.
power no more. I don't know what you're
What do you mean
crying
it's not
about that
relevant?
for.
Of course it's relevant.
No, I mean, he's saying
It's
that they're
relevant
doing
because
more.
listen,
than-
wait, hold on. You voted for Conservatives that didn't do shit. You're complaining about someone that's done more than the people that you voted for to get in power, and you're saying that I'm crying. That doesn't even make
Well,
sense.
the fact is that
This is why
I mean,
we're living in a Uno reverse world.
the fact is that when we get over 250,000 people a year, possibly, I think it's even more than that at times, coming in, 10,000 deportations is not even going to scratch.
No, it's
that
not.
surface.
And where
This
did
is
they
nothing.
deport them to? Where's these 10,000?
Exactly. I want to know, where did they end up deporting all these 10,000 people? How come?
Where did they send them back to?
Yeah.
First, before you
where's
find
the
out that,
report on
yeah,
this?
find out how many people was deported under Conservatives, first of all, so you can make a proper comparison and find out where they was deported from. You can actually Google research this stuff yourself without, you know what I'm
fact
saying?
is-
Well, I could, but you're the one that brought the
fact check
subject
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
up.
You brought up the numbers, so now
can fact check what I'm saying,
substantiate
innit?
where you got these numbers from,
I
and
can
did they
substantiate
actually
the claim
deport them?
easily. I can substantiate the claim
Okay,
quite
then.
easily. you
Do
know,
it.
But it's like, you are so numb that it's like, this is just...
So you just made a claim.
Wait,
You
hold
don't
on a
want to
second.
really prove it. It's just, trust me, bro. And it's Is it www.trustmebro.com? Is that where the numbers are coming from? I don't know, because I'm trying to WW it, and all I got was 10,000. He's deported 10,000 people. Not
this
to
is
where,
kinda-
not how, who. No.
Yeah, this is kind of
Bro, you're on the
small-time-
computer right now. Share your screen and Google it.
This is
How many-
kind of
how many people have
small-time
been-
point
Bro,
scoring.
listen,
Silly.
listen, yeah? Listen. Make yourself look silly, innit? Share your screen right now and then
No,
Google
we're not
how many
making
people
ourselves
have-
look silly. You're looking silly.
Can you shut up for a sec and let me finish my sentence? Because you keep trying to speak over me while I keep speaking. It's actually really annoying. Yeah, can you stop doing that, please? It's really annoying, man. I'm saying, yeah, put the screen up now. Share the screen. Type the Google thing in right now. Yeah, you could make me look silly, or you could make yourself look silly, innit?
Well, I mean,
You
at the
see right
moment,
now, like,
I am
this is-
actually
does it show
Googling the
how
very
many
thing
people
you're
were,
asking. How
deported-
many people
deported
now?
under Labour?
Yeah, I've got this actually. It says here, fact checks. How many people were deported from the UK in 2023? I believe 2023 was definitely the year that the Conservatives were in power,
2023 and 2024.
right? Okay. The government
So I'm
has
talking about
deported
under Labour.
24,000 illegal immigrants in 2023. So that was over
In
double.
2023.
Yes, that's over double the Labour's you just claimed. The Labour numbers you just
in the
claimed.
whole
and
of
that was in
2023.
2023.
But listen, we ain't even done half of. Labour ain't even been in power for 6 months yet, though.
Right,
It started
can you
in
check
April.
fact
Now
check
you're
the
now
other
you're
one?
now
Was
you're
it
you're,
April?
you're removing
Wait,
your
hold on.
goalposts.
Go
You know
on,
that,
go on.
right?
Fact
Now
check-
you're
fact check-
shuffling.
fact check it.
Now you're shuffling.
Fact check Keir Starmer's number. How am I shuffling? Fact check Keir Starmer's number.
I love
'cause that's
how
what I
you
told
quickly
He's
started
deported.
pivoting when you realize, oh shit!
How have I pivot-
In fact, in just
How was that a
2023,
pivot?
the Conservatives deported
How was that a pivot? That's like 1 year.
24,000 people.
You're-
In fact, I'm going to share my
Right,
screen
bro.
for that one.
Listen, this is
That
how you're
one
going to make
deserves
yourself
a
look
share
silly,
screen.
yeah? Bro. Listen.
That
Wait, hold on.
deserves
Banksy,
a screen sharing
How long
mother
has
sucker.
Keir Starmer been in power for?
So if
How
we go
long has
on
Keir
the same
Starmer been in power for?
trajectory after another 6 months of them, which is
How
12
long has Keir
months
Starmer
You
been in
guys
power?
see
Yeah.
this, right? You see
Yeah,
this.
Banksy. So if we go on
Mm-hmm.
that trajectory, right, in 6 months they've done 10,000. If we double that, which makes a year, they would have done 20,000, which is 4,000 less.
It's not even 6 months, though. They ain't even been in
Yeah,
power.
yeah,
6
that's
months.
what
You just
she's
said
saying.
it was
She's saying
6
even if we
months.
double,
April,
if they double that
May,
in the next
June,
6 months,
July, August, September.
in the next 6 months, they would have to have over doubled that number just to be in the same level as the Conservatives in 2023. Right now, in 6 months, they only done 10, so they have to do another at least 14,000 in the next 6 months.
Bring up the numbers to show how much people they deported. and
Look.
show the
This
Labour
is
numbers.
2023. This is the Conservative government
that's
in
2023.
2023.
Alright.
So
Show 2024.
that's well. I mean,
Or
I
show
have to,
since
I have to-
Labour's
I have
been
to
in
now
power.
go ahead and do another search about Labour specifically. But
Mm-hmm.
I believe your original thing about Keir Starmer's done so much of a better job. No, he hasn't actually. Not even if it was a direct comparison between
But he has
23 and 24. He's in fact done far less.
How's he
So
done
your
far less?
own argument just fell flat on its own face.
But how is it flat, though? You haven't improved anything yet.
What do you mean? I just proved that the Conservative government did better in 2023 than Labour has done in 2023.
He ain't. The year's not even. The tax year's not even open yet because it's from fucking 2020 April. To
No, but
April.
if we
He
were to
literally ain't
predict
even-
on the
he ain't even-
trajectory
when
that
did-
they've already done, they're going to fail.
When was Keir Starmer elected? First of all, when was Keir Starmer elected? Because you keep being silly now. When was Keir Starmer elected, Banksy?
Yes, I know. 6 months ago.
If that. So, how is it a fair comparison to compare less than 6 months to a whole year?
Because there's
Huh?
12 months in a year. If you double
brought
it,
this
they're
shit
gonna have
up
less
to
than
boast
what
about the Labour
23
Party,
was.
dude. I didn't bring your fucking numbers up. You
The
brought
maths
up
don't
this
add up, Velle.
to try
the
to.
maths don't add up.
Okay, Velle, all I've got for you is
You're finished. You're finished. You're finished. You're finished. Wallahi, you're finished. Well,
it's like you just brought this shit up. I just looked it up because you brought it up, and that it shows that actually Labour are not as good still.
Yo, I couldn't even unlock the screen. You know what happened? Yeah, the fucking. When it's raining outside, I couldn't even unmute the mic and shit, man. That's supposed to clock, but. That's it.
This stupid. This stupid.
Yo. So,
Oh my god.
bro, listen, yeah. The original point was you tried to say you lot was acting like Keir Starmer ain't deporting anyone. And I'm saying Keir Starmer's deported over 10,000 people. Bro.
Yeah, and
You
Labour
can't
did
say
twice
he
that.
ain't deported anyone.
Labour did over twice that in 2023. Sorry, Conservative did
Yeah,
over
2020,
twice
but
that in 2023.
But they haven't done a whole year yet, though.
Yeah,
Keir
okay.
Starmer hasn't-
No,
Okay.
but if they did, if we
Even
were
that-
to look
so how
at
can
the
you make a
trajectory,
comparison?
they're going to get less.
Look, I've got this thing, the London Economic, and it says boost for Labour as deportations of foreign offenders rise sharply.
Email Trevor at bbc.co.uk.
Sorry, who's talking? I hear noises.
It's Velle.
Velle. Oh, no, okay, let's mute him up. Yeah, I've got it. I'm going to share this this little thing, this little gem right here. This is his claim essentially from the London Economic. I don't know if this is a reputable or not. I'm not to judge, but yeah. Oh, the things you can do when you bin off the 700 million Rwanda scheme and deportations under Labour are breaking records, even though literally they're not. They're not actually breaking records. This is just some left-wing bullshit artist trying to pretend as if Labour are actually doing better than the Conservatives, but they're not, because the Conservatives actually deported
Yo,
more.
can you hear me? I can't hear nothing, man.
I can hear you. Can you hear me? Hello? Hello?
Yeah. These man are so fucking Charlotte. Hold on a second.
Velle, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Velle. Oh shit. Okay, let me play something. See if it
And
can.
then work that into meat. Give your meat a good old rub.
Yes, indeed. It says always a
Yo,
contentious.
can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yes, I can hear you, Velle. Can you
Okay,
hear
so
don't
us?
that's
think
video.
we can hear us.
Hey, let me
Velle?
restart, yeah?
Velle, jump off and jump back in. Okay, he's gone. Yeah, I don't know. I can't. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, get some good intro ready for him, will you?
Always contentious topic. These newly released immigration figures have certainly been certainly given Brits some food for thought, despite claiming to the party that lowers immigration. The Tories ultimately fell flat on their promise over the last decade. Labour, however, have stepped up. No, they haven't. This is a blatant lie. Because
Yeah,
I just
more
did a
misinfo.
2-minute Google check and I found that they didn't. The freaking hold on. Let me share a window rather than a tab because I can flip over. Yes, the fact check website literally says Labour, the Conservatives deported 24,000 over the same over a year period. And these people are trying to massage Labour's testicles by saying Labour to turbocharging deportations by making 14,500 returns by the end of the year. They haven't done that yet. They've only made 10,000. Their goal is 14,500 by the end of the year. Now, if they achieve that, and then in the next 6 months they do another 10,000, they would have just matched. Actually, no, by 500 they would have gone over the Conservative numbers in 2023. But you see the way this is.
Hold on. I thought you said in 2023 they did 24,000.
Yeah, but if Labour manages to do another 10,000 in the next, if they achieve this year, if they achieve their 14,500, and then in the 6 months of next year, they deport another 10,000 in that same year period, they would have achieved 500 people more than Conservatives in 2023. That's if
so
they
basically the same.
pretty much, yeah. But that's even if they make that, next 10,000. But what I'm interested is the way the leftist media promotes this as if Labour are doing something amazing compared to Conservatives. Did you see the dishonesty? You see, they say something. They say it's not lying, but it's lying through omission. So what they're doing here is that they're not lying about these numbers. And
What date was the general election? Wasn't it April? Was it April or May?
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, something like that. I can't.
Was it what was the date? I can't remember. Was it April or May? People in the audience.
I'm not sure. Hold on. General election 2024.
It was July.
July 20. Yeah, it was July. Yeah, so we're not even 6 months in, really.
Okay, so we're not 6 months in.
We're not even 6 months. We're less than 6 months. So yeah, July 2024, Labour got in. So we're like 5 months, 4 months. So that's the idea. The idea is within the year period, they would have deported at least 25,000 to beat Labour, to beat Conservatives. But what I'm saying is, look at the way they're massively valuing this deportation of 10,000 people, whilst actually it's not really that far off. Even if they stay on target of a further 10,000 after the 14,000 this year, they'll just match Conservatives' deportation numbers. They're not doing anything spectacularly different. And again, 24,000 is a drop in a bucket of 250,000 people a year that come in. It doesn't. And by the way, these people that they're evicting or deporting are criminals. People who've done criminal acts, who've been found guilty, and then have been deported for it. So they're not deporting your average, just lying asylum seeker who's claiming some bollocks about some issues about some of their shithole country. No. They're not dealing with those. They're not dealing with, obviously, the families. Oh God, they'll never touch those. Fucking hell. You come over to this country with a kid, you're here for life. They'll never fucking deport you with a child. So essentially, these are literally people who've come over, seeked asylum, and then went into criminal activity and did some kind of criminal activity. That's the only way you're going to get deported in this country. Oh my God, I swear to God, I'm thinking about immigrating to Germany, but I'm not going to take my passport. I'm just going to fucking drive over there. Germany, feed me, house me, clothe me. I don't need to work. I don't want to work anymore. Look, right now it's coming up to 11 o'clock in the evening. I'm going to get about 5 to 6 hours sleep if I'm lucky. Then I have to get up, switch on my machine, and do a whole ass day's work of all sorts of fuckeries. And you know what I would like to do? I'd like to do nothing for most of the morning, then waddle my ass into central London and record some farmers do some protests. But I won't get to do that because I have to pay bills and taxes. Oh,
yeah,
sorry,
I don't know. I don't get what Velle's point is, right? Wanting all these immigrants to come in. I don't see how he can't see how it's not changing our country for the worse. I don't know how he doesn't see it.
Mm.
But that's his point of view, and he's allowed to have it. I just don't get how he can't see it.
But that's what
I mean-
That's yeah. I agree with you.
You know, surely it's hard for him to get a doctor's appointment. Surely his children's class sizes are getting bigger unless he puts them in private school. Surely he can see that there's a shortage of social housing. And when he argues that none of this is to do with immigration, I just sit here and scratch my head. I'm like, listen, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, through successive governments, they said we had a problem with housing. They never done any policies to change it. So adding more people is only going to exacerbate the situation. And anybody who says any different must be dumb.
Okay, let me let Velle on.
I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all.
All right,
Stop this
Velle,
shit, man.
he's back.
I don't know why you took too long to add, because
Sorry, dude, I didn't even see
Wow.
you. I wasn't looking.
I've laid out in multiple different lectures, replayed on G Block, the reasons why it's up to the government, successive governments, mainly conservative, but also Labour, have refused to build enough houses to facilitate for the people that are living in the country. Starting with Margaret Thatcher, actually, was the government that started to care about profit more than they was caring about the citizens.
But no one's
The
disagreeing
Iron
with
Lady
that.
will hold up as the,
Okay.
I don't know, one that we should look up to or whatever.
Yeah, but no one's
Margaret
disagreeing
Thatcher's
with
the one that
that.
started off with the not building enough houses for the citizens that live here, and especially selling off the right to buy houses, but the profit from the houses weren't used to replenish the stock. It was used to pay debt.
Yeah, but you're answering something that I'm not asking.
So obviously
I
it's the
agree.
government's fault for not building enough
Oh,
houses.
God. See how mental this is.
And anyone
Yes.
who can't see that must be dumb.
Can you hear us?
Because
Can you not
they
hear
ain't
us?
ever even looked into the fucking shit. They just listen to populist talking heads that say,
Alright,
oh,
Velle-
it's the migrants' fault, it's the migrants' fault, it's the
Velle,
migrants'
can you hear us?
You know what I'm saying? But they don't show no stats with why it's just the migrants' fault.
Velle, can you hear us? Oh, okay, he's done. Go on, Jupes.
Yeah, you see, this is what I'm saying, Banksy, right? When you ask a question like that, Banksy hears one thing and I'm talking something else. I'm saying if 20 years ago, add up all of those 20 years, all of the people that came in through immigration, legal and illegal, put that number to one side. If 20 years ago, before all those people came in, we had a housing shortage and our governments weren't doing anything about it, it's definitely the government's fault. But add all those people to the problem, you've made the problem worse, not better. So to say that it's not down to immigration is just a lie. You know, it's definitely made the
Well, it's
situation
not.
worse.
You just said it yourself out of your own mouth that it's the government's fault for not building enough houses. They've projected how many people are going to need housing. They know exactly how many houses to build, and they've not built the amount of houses for the places.
No,
So
no, you don't seem to
it's
realize.
obviously the government's fault.
No,
Yes,
no,
yes,
it-
yes. It's the government's fault.
Let me explain to you. It is the government's fault. It's all government's fault across the board.
Yeah.
But it's not that they should be building more houses to accommodate the newcomers. They should stop the newcomers so we don't have to build so many houses. That's actually the way it should be working, not the other way around.
They don't even make sense. The British people are not having enough children at birth replacement
I
rate
don't
to even
care.
sustain-
I don't give
Bro,
a
listen,
shit
bro, listen.
if the
Bro,
British
bro,
people
shut
want to
up for a
wiggle
second.
themselves
Listen to what
down
I'm
to
saying.
one
Bro,
Englishman
stop
standing
doing that,
butt
man.
naked
Stop doing
on
that, man. You're gish galloping. Hey,
Brighton
wait,
Pier.
hold on.
I
Are you
don't
scared to hear my
care
point?
about that.
scared to
I
hear the
don't
point.
want new
You're scared to hear
fucking
the point.
people
You're
in
scared
this
to hear the
country.
fucking point,
What
you
part of
spaz.
that you don't get?
You're a spaz, man. You're a spaz. Listen to the facts, you spaz, and stop fucking gish galloping and hiding. Yeah, listen to the facts. The facts is the British people are not having enough children at birth replacement.
Right
rate
now he's going
to sustain-
somewhere else.
Yes, is this the facts? The British people are not having enough children at birth replacement rate to sustain the pension for the future generation.
I don't
For
care.
yous lot that are going to be the bro. Be quiet and let me finish. Yeah, for the youths that are going to be the future generation of pensioners. Yeah, you're going to be next up in pension age or whatever. Yeah, you're gonna. So if there isn't enough people paying the taxes, then the people that are getting the standard national pension, you know, that the people that you keep crying about saying, oh, but they need their fuel, they're eating fuel allowance. Oh, Keir Starmer's took away the fuel allowance. Them pensioners that you're saying you don't care about now, that obviously there's going to be more people like that that need fucking heating fuel allowance. More people like that that's going to be needing to go food bags, all that sort of stuff there. So you keep saying you don't care. At least there is people like us that do care about the future generation of pensioners, and that will say, yes, okay, if you need to up the taxes on wealthy people, that should be done to sustain, maintain and building public services. They should be building enough houses for all the citizens that live in the country. So the cost of living for people that live here is lowered.
Okay, are you
Right. What you're not
Velle, are you
accepting.
done? Please.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
finished.
Okay.
Yeah. What you're not accepting, Velle, is simple maths. The simple maths is this: if there was a housing shortage 20 years ago, even though people were having less children, yeah, it makes it even worse actually, because people were having less children, but there was still a housing shortage. So if there was a housing shortage then, why add all the millions that have come in since 20 years ago till present date, legally and illegally, that are going to need housing? And, by the way, make us need soup kitchens because there's not enough money going around and the taxes that people are paying and everything else. And make us not be able to look after the top-heavy old age pensioners because there is too many people in the country.
Okay, can I?
So wait,
okay,
you-
hold
you-
on.
So you don't want-
Jubes?
you don't-
No,
you don't
Velle,
want the economy
that
to
wasn't
grow.
your cue. That wasn't your cue. Hold on. I still have. I've got to get in on this. You see, the problem with this situation and this kind of bullshit analysis is that, well, you're not having enough children, like as if you have to give up your country. The English have to give up their nation to a bunch of fucking foreigners from the Middle East because their pension funds isn't going to be enough. This is the insanity of the left, is that let's destroy the Britain in order to save Britain. Let's completely change the demographic of this country just so that the pensioners can be able to put on their gas. And by the way, the pensioners that would potentially benefit from that nonsense that you just talked about is people like me, people like Jubes. We're the ones who are going to be those pensioners, which we're not going to benefit from, because most of that money is all going to be flushed down the toilet by the very immigrants who bring their own pensioners. Because every time a young fighting age man who comes over here, you think once he gets his visa, he's going to, what do you think he's going to do? He's going to just marry a nice young girl? No, he's already married in Dagestan or whatever shithole nation he's in from. He's going to bring that family over, which includes their grandma, their granddad, possibly even fucking great-grandparents. Most of them are the ones who are going to leech off this system, and they're going to stifle any kind of growth. And by the time I get to my pension age, which the government keeps pushing up every fucking years, I'll be dead anyway. Right now, the pension age for someone like me is over 70 years old. You think I'm going to make it to 70? Have you seen
Probably
this?
not.
This is not exactly a temple I'm looking after here. You'd be lucky if I fucking make it to 60. So no,
Yeah.
I'm most likely not going to make it to
Yeah,
that
you
pension
don't
age. But in the
you don't want
meanwhile,
anyone
I'll
else
have
to be
no
able to get
no
any
chance of
benefits from
buying
that.
any properties. I'll have no chance of fucking growth. My job will be my wages will be stifled because of those cunts. The NHS will be fucked because of those cunts. Everything else will be ruined. I'll live in a shithole just because one day, maybe, perhaps, I'll claim some shitty government pension. The fact is, you have no accountability
Bro,
for
you're a
all the
monk.
other things that are
You
going to
are
go
an
wrong in this
actual monk.
country for that one shitty pension pot that you think
Shut
we're all
up,
sitting
man.
around
Listen
waiting
to the
for.
mongy argument you're making. Bro, listen, your argument literally makes no sense at all. Like, the arguments that you're making about the deflation in people's wages, stagnation in people's wages, non-increase in people's wages, business stagnating, fucking jobs being harder to come by, and living standards dropping. all correlates with fucking Brexit. Another dumb thing that you spazzes voted for. You voted for Brexit, you spaz. You voted for this hard time. Remember, it's supposed to be milk and honey straight away. No milk and honey, not yet. Now you man are going to try to tell us, you have to wait 20 years to see the benefits of Brexit. Yeah, in 20 years, there ain't going to be no fucking benefits of Brexit.
Velle? Are you suffering?
Yeah. What, from Brexit? Yeah.
Well, I'm
My
glad.
savings are suffering.
I'm glad you're suffering because it's all the immigrants you want in.
What, from Brexit?
Listen, we haven't had a proper
From Brexit.
We haven't had a proper Brexit. We had 2 years of COVID.
Yes, you have.
2 years of COVID.
You voted. You wanted no deal Brexit, right? The same Brexit that Nigel Farage wanted, right? You got no deal Brexit right now with no deals. You don't know. So you have got fucking proper Brexit. So shut up, man. Don't tell us about you ain't got no proper Brexit. You got proper Brexit right now. No deal.
So why
Brexit.
are the ECHR still involving themselves in
No
our
deal.
business?
No deal means no deal. You've got no deal with the European Union.
And that's why we need to scrap
ECHR isn't part of Brexit.
The problem is
ECHR isn't part of Brexit.
It's
ECHR
not,
is
exactly.
ECHR.
It's a different thing that we should separate ourselves from anyway. But the fact is that yes, the Court of Human Rights or the European Court of Human Rights is actually a separate thing that we signed into, different from the European.
I just got to put petrol in there. I'm going to be on. I'm going to be on mute.
No worries. But yeah, unfortunately, the International Court of Human Rights and also the European Court of Human Rights, these are all very different organizations, and we are signatory to them in a different way. So we have to actually decouple ourselves from them in a separate way to Brexit.
I'm laughing, Banksy, because someone wrote in the side chat, calling people spazzes while sitting in a kid's swing wearing tiny shorts.
Shit. Hey, Velle's an honored guest here. Doesn't matter what he wears.
I bet that was a man that said that as well. You're gay, man.
Brutal.
Why are you gay?
That was brutal.
Why are you gay? You fucking batty man. Move yourself, man. Stop watching man's clothing, man.
That was brutal. Oh shit. It is what it is. But yeah, anyway, getting back to the whole Brexit thing. No, this isn't about Brexit, that things have been wages have been repressed. It's because there's too many frigging people, dude. There's too many people. This is an island nation, and it cannot support and sustain this many people, and growing, by the way. We're somewhere near 70-80 million people. I think we're 70, aren't we? I think we're at 70. Jupes, am I right?
70, yeah, I think.
Population of...
It goes up all the time. You can't keep up with it.
Well, yeah, it's like a running clock. Yeah, we're at 68.35 million people. And by the way, that's the stuff. That's just the ones that are recorded on the census. That we were probably over 70 million, or maybe even 71, 72 with the ones who don't. This is just the people who fill out the census. So imagine the millions.
Hey Banksy,
who
what
don't.
percentage of the UK is developed on? What percentage of the UK is developed on?
Yes, I know. It's 5%.
Yes, I know. You lot are so,
Yes.
bro. That's why you lot are so fucking disingenuous.
What do you mean disingenuous?
You're so disingenuous.
I just
What
told
do
you
mean?
the truth.
Yes, I know. What do you mean? Yes. So what is the truth then?
British
5%.
people don't want
Yes,
all
I
the
know. How
land
much is it?
built on.
5%
We don't want
of
all
the
our
land in
built
Britain
on.
is built with houses. Yes.
5%.
We want our farmers to farm.
Exactly. You could build. Listen, you could build another 5%, yeah, and build a fucking.
Yeah, but we
enough
shouldn't
space
have
We
for
don't
to.
people-
want
Bro,
to.
yes,
We
you
shouldn't
should.
have
You don't
Yes,
seem
they
to
have
get
to.
it,
Yes, they
Velle.
do have to.
Velle.
Yes.
You don't seem to get it.
They do
What-
have to.
The core
They
of
should
what I'm
build-
saying.
Listen. They should make sure that they build enough houses for people to live in, enough spaces for people to fucking have decent housing. So this fucking housing crisis is gone. Yeah, there's enough houses for people to live in. First of all, everyone's basic needs are met. Yeah, then fucking innovation can get better. There's more creation that can go on. Well, you think if there's no homeless people on the street, yeah, and these people have somewhere to live and fucking tasks to do, would you think that they're just going to still be fucking, all of them are still going to be crackheads? There's still the minority of
How
them.
much land has Africa got to build on? How much land has India got to build on? Go tell them to build.
Go.
They're building on it. What are you talking about? They're building on it.
Well, then let these people
They're
go
building
there.
on it. They're building
Let
on
them
it.
live
They're
with
building on
their
it.
living
They're
there.
building on it. They're building on it.
Why aren't they going to India?
Bro, you dumb.
Why aren't they
You
going
just
to
come from Africa
Somalia?
the other day. Wait. So
Mogadishu.
you saying that when you went to Nigeria, nowhere's building. There's no people are building no fucking cities or no roads or no new bits are getting built up in Nigeria, no?
Yeah, half finished.
So what are you talking about then, man? Shut up there, man.
Okay. Are you done? Okay, I think he's done. The fact is that I don't care about the fact that this country's only got 5% built on it. I don't want 80 million people in this country, bunch of fucking degenerate,
What you want and what you get,
degenerate
two different
dickheads from the other side of the world, from Iran, from Afghanistan, who practice in goat humping and bachabazi. I don't want degenerates from Iraq, from Syria, from Somalia, from Nigeria, from fucking Ghana. I don't want these people in this country because they are horrific people. Most of them are horrific. Most of them don't have no idea how to live in Europe amongst Europeans, have no idea how to interact with European women who don't wear the burqas the way they're used to over where they live. These people, I don't want them in the country in which I live in. I don't want them as my neighbors. I don't want them as my fucking dishwashers or car washers. I don't want them as servants in the restaurants I go to. I don't want them here. Which part of that you don't get? I don't like green eggs and ham. I don't.
Yeah. Well, I'm slightly different to that. I don't mind a little bit of immigration, but it needs to be staggered. It needs to be controlled, and it needs to be in an amount that we can absorb. You can't just keep flooding us with all these nutcases that hate us, who want to attack our women.
Should do that, though.
Well, that's what's happening, though, Velle.
No, but you strawman my argument a lot of times, right? Because there's not one time where I've said, and there is people that are complaining for this shit, but I'm not complaining for. I'm not one of the people that are complaining for this. Some people are complaining for just open borders, where people should just be able to come and go whenever they want. Yeah, I'm not complaining for that, and I've never even said that. That's what the United Kingdom should have. All the arguments that I have with you guys here is saying what the laws or what the rules of the United Nations Refugees Treaty 1951 allows asylum seekers to do, how it allows them to travel across.
We know that it allows them, but we want it changed.
So that's what we'll make that argument then.
Yeah,
we do.
Don't stop making, bro. Listen. Wait, hold on, Trooper. Listen, yeah. Without trying to get triggered again or whatever, yeah. Make the argument that you want the law to be changed or whatever, instead of keep making the argument to say the term, instead of making arguments against terminologies that you know the terminology is right. Like it's so they're not an asylum seeker is not an illegal immigrant. So stop making the argument against illegal immigrants. It means that it's not even an actual argument. Like
Undocumented migrants.
I don't care. I don't care what you want to call them. I don't fucking want these people. They are horrific human beings who behave like shit. I have noticed. This is the thing about London. This is the thing about actually drivers.
Is your mum a human or a dog? The terminology fucking matters, isn't it? The terminology matters, man.
Sorry, the
terminology matters
in the chat, but I can't see it. It must be somebody that
who's doxing.
Sorry,
has got me blocked or something. I don't know. They're saying there's doxing in the chat, but I can't see it.
Who's doxing what?
I don't know.
Well, there's a couple of people mods.
You other mods, if you can see actual addresses, can you get rid of them?
Yeah, could you just time them out and blank, just knock them off. I don't know who it is. I didn't see it.
Okay, I can see the person.
Do you see it? What's it called?
Yeah. I see it. It's gone.
Delete whoever Yogish Islam is.
The what?
Yeah, it's gone.
Oh,
Yogish Islam.
Yogish Islam.
It's obviously a troll. Yeah, it's gone.
Yeah,
Okay.
so but I've had this argument with the opposite side of the argument a couple of times. I'm like, bro, obviously, no, you keep making it out here that we're saying people should be allowed to do this, that, and the other. I'm saying that's what the law allows people to do. Like, I'm not saying that that's what they should be doing. Like, if you listen to my actual argument, my argument actually is really and truly if the people's economies was working and they was able to stand on their own 2 feet, they wouldn't need to come to anyone else's country. If anything, people would want to migrate to their countries because like their economies are doing well. So it would be beneficial, well, in my opinion, it would be beneficial if the majority of countries were able to stand on their own 2 feet and this, do you know what I'm saying? Like there's asylum thing.
Yeah, but very
minimized.
But I don't
The
care.
way-
I don't care whether they.
Yeah, but the way we see it-
want to make that country good or not.
You just saying you don't care. You just saying you don't care. Don't mean shit to me, bro. So don't say that then. What's the reply to that?
No,
in
the
an
fact
argument?
is,
What does that mean in an argument?
Velle,
I don't care.
Velle, hold
You're
on.
saying I don't care.
The
They don't
reason I
fucking
don't
mean nothing.
care whether other people's economy. I mean, what are you suggesting? Should Britain raise up other people's economies so that they have a better
that's
life
not what I
in
said.
those countries?
No,
So what are
that's
you
not what I said.
saying? What I'm saying is,
No,
I
I'm
don't
saying that
care
if the
whether their
people's
country is
economies-
good or
if the
bad.
people's
They're not
economies
allowed.
were
We
working,
should not
they
allow
wouldn't
them
come in.
into this country. We're gonna lock this shit
Yeah,
up
but bro,
so that
listen,
they don't come
I don't
here.
care how you feel.
I don't care
They're
where they
allowed
go.
to come here by the Refugees Convention, 1951.
and
so
we,
I don't
that's
care
what
how
we
you
want
will
feel.
change.
no
That's the
longer be
reply
a
to your don't
signatory
care.
to that.
The
And that's what
refugees
we
don't
want
care either.
change.
So we
'cause they're
will
still coming.
campaign. We will campaign to no longer be a signatory to
don't
that. That's
care.
the whole
I've got a
point.
dummy, man.
When
It's
we're talking about refugees, when we're talking about campaigning, I'm not saying we should be standing at fucking Dover with a stick to beat them off. No, I'm talking about you have to campaign for the laws and the government to change the laws so that we no longer give them these facilities. And when we don't give them the facilities, we take away the incentives for these people to come. So when people come to Britain, knowing that the minute their foot hits the shores of Britain, they're going to be put on another ship and put out into France immediately. There is no exception, no processing. No, the minute your foot hits here, we get collected into a bus, you get put on the next vehicle ship, and that takes you straight to France and drops you off there. That's what will happen every time. There is no way that you will land on this. This is the same as what Poland, by the way, does. Poland does not allow any illegal immigrants into their country. In fact, they've authorized the parliament authorized the military. They now can shoot them if they try to cross those fences into Poland. That's what Poland did.
Yeah.
Now nobody comes to Poland.
The problem is this, Velle. We understand why people want to come here. Look, if I was living in a shit old country, I'd want to get to a decent country. We understand the pull. We don't even hate all of the people that are coming in. But the minute it gets to the point where our decent country has its standards lowered and everything is no longer a decent country anymore, then we have to say, no, enough is enough. We need to do something about this. We can't keep helping. We can't help people to our detriment. It's a bit like a mother breastfeeding. If she doesn't eat and look after herself, she can't continue to feed her child. You can't destroy the parent. This is what is going on.
Exactly. It's to the detriment. He's like, no, just let them in because you were a refugee. Well, then if you can come in, they can come in. Even if it means it's going to destroy the very country. The reason I don't want them to come in is because I like this place the way it was, not the way it is now. It's actually dramatically reduced in safety and in income and all the rest. And I've been making a kind of a meme joke about the fact that the Conservatives government's tactic in order to stop refugees is to turn this country into a shithole nation. I'll be honest, my joke is now becoming somewhat of a reality. You know how many people are getting robbed all the time in London? How many people are getting stabbed? Not in Hackney, not in fucking Brixton or Peckham. No, Trafalgar Square, Leicester Square. Only a few months back, a mother and a daughter. When I was in the Philippines, a mother and his daughter, I think it was a daughter, got stabbed in Leicester Square. They were bleeding out. That's what's happening. It's not happening in Hackney and Peckham anymore, out into the supposed rough areas of London. No, it's happening central London now. I saw a video of morons running around with machetes in Hyde Park. Morons attacking each other in central Greenwich.
in fucking Peckham, but not if it happens in other places.
No, what I'm saying is there used to be areas where it was considered rough. It was considered rough areas where there was a lot of,
everywhere.
council houses or council things, and so it was considered a rough area, and so you'd expect certain level of, bad behavior or violence and stuff. But it's happening in central London now. It's not happening in the offshoots and the corners
And
of
not
London.
only that, Banksy, the ones coming in on dinkies are jumping the queue.
So wait, are
What
you saying
about all
that
the
asylum
decent people
seekers
that
are
have been
causing
applying
stabbings
through
in
the
central London to
system?
rise?
People that have been applying through the system.
Sorry.
Asylum seekers are causing stabbings in central London to rise.
It's a compounding effect, yes, because morons from Mogadishu rock up here, assholes from fucking Kandahar rock up here without any concept of how to behave in modern society, and yes, they get into gangs, they get into organized fuckeries, and yes, I blame some of it on the illegal migrants, and I also blame it on the homegrown second and third generation of those original migrants who are now grown up in the savage ways that their parents were fucking used to. Yes, I blame it on all of them because these people are not civilized, and you don't seem to understand that concept that there are people in the world who are savages, who live like savages and behave like savages, and they just simply bring that behavior over here.
All right. So what do you account? How do you account for an area called Cleveland? Yeah, the town called Cleveland, or the area called Cleveland, that's like that Middlesbrough sort of area, which is 95% white, which has a higher violent rate than London.
I'll tell you what I account for that.
They come from savage families, yeah? Wait, hold on. Banksy, they come from savage wait. So they come from savage families, yeah?
We have
These savages
we have our own collection of savages in this country. We don't need to import
No, I'll tell
more
you
of them.
how it all feeds back. So we've had a lowering of the police standards, and we've had a lowering of the police standards because of the melanated people telling them that they can't stop and search and they can't profile. It's all to do with politics. And
what, in the 95% white area?
And
in the 95% white area, you're blaming the black people. Yeah.
Yes, because when you bring in a policy,
because the policy has been implemented because of the. You don't get it.
Listen, you know the area the area I'm talking about is the same area where they was having stop and searches and telling people if you're white you can drive past that area, and you're blaming the rising crime or the lax in policing on black people. That's the area you're blaming that on, yeah?
You legitimize.
Well, let's find out the ethnicities of those who commit the crimes. Do we have stats? The funny thing is, you don't seem to come up with the stats of the crimes that are. Who is committing those crimes in that white area? You just pointed out a white area as if all the crime is being committed automatically by the white people, whilst 95% are white. Who is that 5%? And what's the crime stats on the ethnicities of those people committing the crimes?
Yeah, find it. And I bet you, do you know what?
What do you mean find it? You made this claim. Now I gotta fucking go on the internet and search shit.
Bring it on screen right now.
Give me the link. Give me the link. I'll bring it up on the screen.
Why are they?
What are you saying? Where did you see this bullshit? That's what I want to know.
UK crime stats.
Where did you see that particular town's crime stats?
What I'm saying on Google.
Banksy, right up and down this
Well, then
country,
give me
it
the
doesn't
Google
matter
link.
whether it's a white area,
hold on.
a black
Listen,
area, it
let me
doesn't
make this
matter.
point. Let me make this point, yeah, because you lot keep doing this thing where you keep just wanting to bring it down to race. And the same thing that I keep saying.
You were the one who said it was a white area.
Bro, let me finish. Yeah, because Banksy was talking about Peckham and so and saying, it's these savage people from these savage places. So I said, well, there's violent crimes in other places you don't know. So let me finish anyway, yeah, was that, like I was saying, the points I keep making with people going into crime, violent crime, or even all them sort of other stuffs there, is more, I say it correlates more to do with poverty, living standards, education, and all that sort of stuff. none of it correlates with race. But you lot keep trying to do like Banksy just did there when he was talking about fucking Peckham and so and so. These were all these savages that had come here and fucking started messed up England. When I told him about Cleveland, oh yeah, now they're savages as well. Yeah, because he has to include them to not make it look funny. Yeah, and you're trying to cap for it. I'm like, bro, listen, are you like all right, cuz? They don't even make sense, cuz.
Yeah, so
Literally
I'm
don't
going
even make
to
sense, cuz.
reiterate what I
Poverty and all
said
that.
earlier. Up and down this country, the standards of policing has dropped because of PC correctness, where they're running around looking for tweets online rather than actually policing, and also because the melanated people said that stop and search and profiling was not something that you should do. They said it on racial profiling, but actually it led into all profiling. Yeah. And now what we've got is a situation where criminals are running rife up and down the country. I will stand by that point.
Yeah. I'll tell you what you can do, yeah? Go some stats that correlate with Cleveland police standards dropping because of Black Lives Matter or some fucking black people saying that the police can't do whatever they can do when there's this, that, and the other. That's actually dumb. It don't even make sense.
No,
There's black people
you don't
who've literally
understand
got
it.
nothing to do. No, because black people have got nothing to do with fucking Cleveland. Black
Because you
people are
don't
like
understand the
3%.
wider picture.
Black people are 3% of the United Kingdom. How the
They
fuck
don't
can
have to be living in the area.
How can they affect the whole of the United
can explain
Kingdom's
that to you.
policing standards?
Go on,
Cleveland
Banksy.
policing
See if you
is
can
working
explain it
on.
to him.
Listen. Cleveland policing is working on what are the biggest crimes in Cleveland. The two biggest crimes in Cleveland, yeah, in this area are sex offences and violence. Yeah, so that's what they're working with up there, isn't it? Yeah.
Well, whatever it is that they're working up in Cleveland, and
Bring it up on screen.
I would
innit?
imagine.
Bring it up on screen and debunk me.
The fact is, I don't have the patience or the time. If you have the link, give it to me. You bring up some shit, and then I have to go and start scouting the internet for some bullshit you just spouted.
Yeah,
so I
but
can't.
it's
You have to bring it up.
deviating.
Type it-
You
bro,
bring up
all
the
you can do-
evidence that
all you
you
have to-
claim.
Bro, listen.
Yeah, but
Listen, hold on,
Banksy
hold on,
is
hold on,
deviating.
hold on,
laptop
everyone.
right
I
now.
just want to
All
finish.
you have
I just
to
want to
do-
finish what I have to say.
How you
Hold
debunked
on.
yourself with the other one, yeah? How you
You need to shut the fuck up.
Okay.
Nah.
Look. I just
How you
need.
debunked yourself on the other one?
I just
you gish
need-
galloped away from it.
Let me just
you
say-
debunked yourself
What
on the
the
other one, but you
fuck,
gish
yeah?
galloped away from it because you showed in
Could you
4 months.
please-
Shut the fuck up. Shut
No,
all
bro,
the way
don't try it, bro.
the fuck up
Don't
until
try it,
you
cuz.
reach
Don't
the
try
top of shut fuck
No,
mountain where
don't
there
try and
are
run, bro.
no
Don't
more
try and run,
fuck
cuz.
ups to shut.
Don't try and run, bro. Don't
let
try and
me
run.
get my
You're trying to
thing
gish
out.
gallop. You're trying, because you're trying to run and gish gallop, bro.
I'm not trying
Stop
to
running
run.
and stop
I
gish
just want to
galloping.
make a statement.
Stop running and stop gish galloping because this is what you do.
I'm not
you gish gallop, you catch
gish-galloping.
it, and
There's
then
no
when
galloping
you, when
going
you
on
debunk
here.
yourself with
Talk
your own
over him.
stats,
Yeah, he
like you
talks
did
over
earlier,
you every
debunked
time,
yourself.
Banksy.
You was earlier, man.
look,
You
look.
debunk yourself with your own stats, man.
Let me
You're a joke
let me
thing,
explain to you
You
why
debunked yourself with your own
the
stats, you
Black
nutcase.
Lives
Get
Matter
out of here,
type
man.
of
You're done that.
movement has an effect on places that are even white, like Cleveland. The fact of the matter is that when these loud activists like Black Lives Matter, like the Raspek types who protest about stop and search, it creates a chilling effect within the police departments, all police departments throughout the country. So then they just start pulling back on things like stop and search, not just because it's black people, it's because, well, it starts off because of the black people complaining, but it actually creates an effect all over the country. So all police forces just simply stop
you
and search.
dickhead.
They
You just
stop
debunked yourself
their
in your own
issues.
sentence. Not because of black people. I mean, not actually. It is because of black
it's
people.
because
You
of no. What
donut.
I'm saying
Shut
is,
up.
what I'm trying to
Shut
tell you
up.
is that it's not because there are black people in that town, but because the black people's complaints throughout the country has created this
Led to
effect
change in
throughout the
policy.
whole of the police force in the
Yeah.
whole country, not just
Yeah, look,
places
man. So
where
you're
black
saying
people
that there's
are.
no working class people that have been campaigning about bad policing in working class areas that are not black. Is that what you're trying to say?
White people have
Never.
not complained about
Man,
stop and
shut
search.
your mouth,
That
bro.
is
You're
a
dumb.
exclusively black
Fuck out of here, bro.
complaint within this country.
Bro, stop
are you
lying.
honestly telling me that
Stop
white people are
lying.
are adversely affected
White people
by
are
by,
saying they
by
want
stop and
to
search?
stop
Are you
Search
all right?
be reinstated.
Hasn't Luke jumped on here and told you his story about his stop and search thing 10 million times? I was playing outside by my grandma's house and I was just walking along and I was in
Yeah,
a
that was
tracksuit
probably
and the
before
police.
they stopped stop and search.
Exactly. So get out of here, man.
So
shut
what?
up, man.
So what?
Yeah, but
the
that was
fact is
probably
that
before.
the majority
Yeah,
of
man. You
complaints
debunked
about
just-
stop
bro,
and search
you know
come
what it
from
was,
the
yeah?
black
You debunked
community
yourself
because
in your
they're the
sentence
ones
anyway.
who are
You
affected
debunked
by it the
yourself when you
most.
said, well, it's not because of the blacks, but yes, it is the blacks.
No, what I was trying to
Don't.
tell you is that the blacks are the ones who cause the chilling effect of the police pulling back on things like stop and search. And even in places where there aren't that many black people, that is still affected the policing of that area. It's affected
Yeah,
policing
honestly.
all over the country.
Bro, you're lying anyway, yeah? Because like you're saying, yeah, even the people that are campaigning against stop and search, yeah, they don't campaign against stop and search. They campaign against using stop and search the right way. So we're using intelligence-based stop and search to make sure you catch criminals.
The fact is
and you don't just be dressing
that
up
is some
people
bullshit
that are not
excuse.
involved
The
in crime. So shut up,
Listen,
man. So you
that is
chatting-
some
bro,
bullshit
listen, You
excuse.
chat so much shit. Listen, you chat so much shit, yeah, that every time you get an answer that you can't handle, listen to you start gish galloping. Go on, I'm gonna go on mute and listen to you
I'm not
gish gallop
dish
along the fucking
galloping
road.
anything. The fact
Yeah.
is that you said
Ride
that this
your horse along
white
the road
place
and
has
dish
high
gallop.
crime rates, and Jupiter made the argument that that's because they're dropping police standards all over the country, and it's affecting every part of the country, regardless of whether they've got a lot of white, black people or ethnic people or not. There are two things that you haven't actually.
It's
Racist,
melanated
stop it.
people that's made
You're getting in
police
your
standards
feelings.
drop in
Do you
fucking
know how many
Cleveland.
times
This is
you've
in
gone to
Cleveland.
personals?
Cleveland
You know how
is
many
nowhere
times you've
near
done that?
any
And
black
that
area.
shows you've
It's a
really gone
95% white
and it
area.
shows
The
that
other
you've lost
5%
the debate.
Asian, you donut.
It doesn't
The other
make any
5%
difference.
Asian, they ain't even fucking
It doesn't
black
make
people.
any difference to the police standards and the way the police are now operating in Britain. The police in Britain
You're confused.
are now scared to death of upsetting a single brown-skinned person, and so they have
In a white area,
reduced
a
the
single
way that
brown
they used to
but-
police.
but they're not
Yes,
scared.
Yes,
so,
they've cut back.
Wait. So two-tier policing don't exist then, yeah? Two-tier policing don't exist where they're taking advantage of working class people up in Cleveland, where they're treating them worse than the black people in London or that sort of stuff. Then, huh?
I don't know. I don't know how the
Yeah,
police
but
are treating them.
it's
I'd say
mainly-
police are
mainly
actually
something I've
the
observed
police
in
are
London.
so
Wait.
scared
So you've got rid of two-tier
having
policing as well
anyone
now?
complain
Just to
about
say-
anything
just to
that
say-
they
We
won't.
wouldn't
Just to-
be
just
able
to
to
agree
judge,
with me
mate.
and
If
say
you're
that black
saying it's
people are treated worse by the police.
95% white, we
Thanks.
wouldn't be
Well
able
done.
to judge.
The funny
would
thing
we?
is,
Cheers.
the funny thing is, Velle, you still haven't actually provided
cheers,
the
cheers.
Cleveland
You're
crime
funny, man.
statistics by race, by breakdown of race. You just made a claim without any actual evidence of the Cleveland crime stats as broken down by race to see who is actually committing these crimes in Cleveland. Nothing of the sort. All you have is www.trustmebro.com. I'm sure you'll do a show, a
Give me your
live
badge,
stream
yeah? I'm gonna
about
find it
this,
right now.
and you'll bring all the
I'll
facts.
find it right now. You know what I'm like, cuz.
What do you mean?
Don't try.
No.
Don't
You
act like I
go
won't
and find those
You know
and then
I'll find it. I'm
present
finding
it to
right
me.
now.
Otherwise, I'm just going to assume you got it from trustmebro.com. That's it. I don't have to do anything. You have to present it. You're the one who made the claim. Why the fuck am I? You tell me pigs can fly, and then I have to go find the flying pig? After all these years of arguing fucking with theists, you still don't get the concept that if you make the positive claim, it is the burden of proof is upon you, not on me, to prove you right. Or wrong, actually.
Yeah.
When you make a claim,
The actual
give
thing
me
that
the
he moans
evidence,
about people
or
doing on his channel, and
it's
now
just
he's
your
doing
word.
it here.
no, the fact is
Bro,
that
you chatting
it's
shit,
just
man.
your word.
You know that bro, listen, don't try it, bro. You know that you're on a phone, right? You know that I'm on the phone right now and in a van, driving about or whatever, in a car, sorry,
How do we
driving
know
about
that?
right
Well,
now.
then
Yeah.
we will
'Cause I
wait
just-
for your
I literally just
evidence.
told you I
I'm
was
sure
in a-
you'll do a
Wait,
live
hold on.
stream
I just
about
told you
this
I was in
whole
a-
thing.
I just told you.
and
Wait,
present
hold
the
on.
evidence
I just
to
told
us.
you I was in. I just told you I was in a what's it called, innit? Like in a petrol station. I literally just said
Sure.
I was in a petrol station.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Up until you show evidence, I'm going to take it. This is you got this information from trustmebro.com or some other nefarious bollocks. Because just now, as I was reading the article about Labour's 10,000 migrant deportation as if it was some miraculous thing, it was immediately proven that it is nothing of miraculous, is nothing special. Conservatives, in fact, during 2023,
You mean it's
deported
nothing special? You were
more
saying that they
than Labour.
Bro, your point was, bro. Listen, your point was that Keir Starmer ain't deporting no one, and I showed you that he was deporting.
No, the
people.
point
So
is that
stop
they're
lying.
not going to
Wait,
do
hold on,
anything
hold on,
to
hold on, hold
affect
on.
this.
Wait, hold on,
Banksy.
hold on.
He was arguing
And
that he
listen,
wanted
when you
people
looked,
to be policed
listen,
differently
when you
during
looked,
the
when you
riots.
looked, yeah,
But he
when you
doesn't
looked,
want
yeah,
people
when you
policed differently when it's black knife gangs. Why?
yeah. When you looked at the stats, yeah, and you even made a comparison, and to be fair to you, you made a fair comparison. You said, okay, if they carry on at the numbers that they're going, then they will deport more people than the Conservatives. So even by them old stats there, you debunk yourself still.
Yeah. All I'm saying is that we have to wait. But no, they won't actually. They would only deport 500 people if that's their max. If they deport 1,500 by the end of this year, which is what this article was claiming, even if they go on that trajectory of deporting a further 10,000 in the next 6 months, then they would have just increased by 500 people the numbers that the Conservatives did in 2023, which
Hey,
is
I'm looking
nothing.
on Cleveland Police, yeah. Hey, listen. I'm looking on Cleveland Police right now, yeah. It doesn't say anything about race here, but you can check the race stats of Cleveland. You can check the race stats of Cleveland after, yeah. And it says Cleveland has the 7th highest rate nationally, 11.4 per 100,000 population for hospital admission for results with a sharp object. Cleveland's rate is higher than Merseyside, which is the highest rate nationally. Cleveland has the 2nd highest rate for knife crime per head per population, 154 per 100,000. 1 in 20 crimes in Cleveland is categorized as serious violent offences. Offences most commonly linked to domestic abuse, drugs, alcohol, or weapons. 24% of serious violent offences were related to domestic abuse. Violence is committed by a small number of suspects. 25% offenders committed half of Cleveland's serious offences. Hotspots. However, Cleveland, it's raining out there. Cleveland is, oh shit. Sorry, am I still there? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Go back to where I was. Hotspots. However, the spread of serious violence and crime is uneven across Cleveland. Serious violence takes place in concentrated hotspots. Ward, Central, Middlesbrough, 436 count. Newport, 251. Parkfield and Oxbridge, Stockton-on-Tees, 216. Stockton Town Centre, Stockton-on-Tees, 176. Longlands and Beechwood, Middlesbrough, 158.
Drop the link for Wendy, please, Banksy.
Oh, okay. Let me see. But the fact is, you still haven't actually given me the stats for a breakdown of the races that are committing these crimes. There's nothing on there. Clearly, it's not going to be.
What he did say was, one thing he said was interesting, that 25% of the criminals were committing most of the offences, which is interesting. Not based on skin colour, but just by the fact that they're probably reoffending, and again, they're not being profiled.
Well, this is the thing, because I know the fact that in this country they're not going to keep it. They've taken the same sort of policy as I think Sweden and other countries, where they will no longer record the race of the person who's committed the crime, because we all know the particular demographics that's going to be creating that's going to be committing the most of the crimes. So that's why they don't want those stats. Okay, we have another legend. Welcome, Madam Wendy. How are you?
Hi, love. That's a good intro, isn't it? You've got there for people. Yeah, I don't know what really's going on about, because Cleveland, the county Cleveland, right? It's a mixed bag, but it's high in the population of black people. How can I put it to you?
Well, he said 95% was white. Is that?
It's very high in popular. I mean, so you've got County Cleveland, and in County Cleveland you've got Middlesbrough, right? Middlesbrough is high in the population of black people and Asian people.
So what you're saying is there might be a very segregated part of Cleveland that most of the crime is being done in.
Yeah, very much so. It was like that when I lived up there, and it's still like that now. My family members tell me it's never changed. It's the sort of place, Middlesbrough, Stockton-on-Tees. When you don't live in County Cleveland as a
resident,
as a teenager, you get told don't go to Middlesbrough, don't go to Stockton-on-Tees, don't go here and don't go there. And I'm not being racist, right? But you know, because those blacks are there, and you know what they'll do to you.
Yeah, but Wendy, he's saying that this County Cleveland is where the highest crime rates are taking place. Now, are these crimes being done by people who live in Cleveland, or are they being done from people from the surroundings who happen to come into County Cleveland?
Well, County Cleveland in itself is quite large, Banksy.
Yeah.
You've got like major cities, big towns. Yeah.
But Wendy, I'm hearing you, right?
Sorry, I dropped off while I was reading, but I'll jump back off here because I need to go in the gym, innit, man. I ain't gonna fucking go to work tomorrow or whatever, innit?
Well,
I did post a link.
So
I'll post a link to that page. Sorry, I'll post a link to that page in the bracket so you can read it, share screen on it, and go for it however you want, innit?
All right. Good
Okay.
man. Thank you.
Well, Wendy seems to think, Velle, before you go, that even though it's 95% white, there are ghettos that are in the where a lot of the crime is coming out of, and they are heavily dominated by people that are not indigenous white.
That's right.
Yeah, they said there's 95% white, 4% Asian, and 1% other.
I don't know where you've got that from. I don't know where you've got
That's
those stats from. They're not right. That's an impossibility.
Google it, man. That's what it said on Google.
I don't need to Google it.
You know what it was?
I know it.
I posted it. Hey, listen, I posted it on the other G Block channel before when we was talking about different places having violent crime stats or whatever, and people.
I didn't agree with it then because I know it. Yeah? I know you're wrong, Velle. I'm sorry, you're wrong.
All right, but people keep saying stuff about London, yeah, and I keep saying, bro, any place that is linked with depravity, any place that's linked with poverty, any place that's linked with high drug uses and low employment and all them sort of things, is usually a place where violent crime is going to take place.
Yeah, there's no-go areas in Middlesbrough, and then all I can say is that the no-go areas are full of people who are not white.
All right, cool. It was the place in Middlesbrough that we saw, that the TikTok video that went viral was the place where they were saying, they were stopping the cars and saying that if you're not white, you can't get past. That was that same place.
But if you'd gone like just round the corner, you'd have come round onto a whole estate, most likely,
just round the corner from there,
was completely black. Yeah, I'm not having this, right? You're fucking lying. You're lying about an area.
Wendy, you're saying honestly, yeah. So where they was doing that racial stop check, if they would have went to the next estate along, there would have been a no-go area full of blacks. Yeah, that's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Velle, you are aware during the riots that there was racial stop checks that was actually beating up white people in cars as well in other areas.
Where?
It was Birmingham.
In the same, no, but we're talking
about Bristol where they had the roundabout?
No. We're not talking about Birmingham. We're talking about Middlesbrough right now. We're talking about
Cleveland. Hang on, in Middlesbrough.
The point
right, there was whole streets in Middlesbrough in those riots that were full of not white people that were going around the streets looking for white people. So if I don't understand you, Velle. Why are you lying about a whole county?
In Cleveland,
Cognitive Dissonant has sent you the actual ethnicity.
Do you know how big County Cleveland is?
Banksy.
I mean, County Cleveland is a big place.
Sorry, just Wendy, could you allow me? Sorry, Jupiter, I totally missed what you said.
Cognitive Dissonant has just sent you in the side chat, sent you a link with the ethnicity breakdown for Cleveland to do with crime.
Okay.
And they said it's in section 5.
Okay, thank you. Okay, guys, carry on.
Yeah, County Cleveland's a big place, Velle. You're not talking about something the size of, I don't know, whatever, but it's got major cities and towns in it. Yeah, and it's full of all kinds.
London's a big place as well. It can take you 2 hours to get from one side of London to the other.
It'll take you longer to get from one side of County Cleveland to the other. What you on about?
What? So you're saying that there's more people in County Cleveland than there is in London, yeah?
Well, I don't know.
and it's got a higher violent rate than flipping London. So
Well, who said that?
that's the point I was making. That's the
What's
point I
got
was
a
making.
higher
innit?
violence
That
rate?
when we're talking about violence,
You're
nationally,
saying
people
County
like to
Cleveland has a
when we're
higher
talking about
violence rate.
nationally.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, when we're
Are
talking
you
about
saying
violence,
that
listen,
County
yeah, listen.
Cleveland
When we're
has
talking
more
about,
violence
when we're
than
talking about,
London?
when we're talking about a violence rate,
It probably does.
When we're talking, wait, when we're talking
disagree
about
with that.
no, you lot don't even want to hear the point. I'm scared. Yeah. So when we're talking about violence rates,
Wendy,
nationally,
I'd agree on
people
that.
never bring.
But on the other hand, I'm
When
going
we're
to
talking about
disagree with
violence
your
rates nationally,
95%
people never
white.
never make the point
Sorry.
of, oh, look at these places
No.
or whatever.
No.
When there's majority so and so, they always point out the places where there's like high mix of ethnicity, all these different other people there as well.
Unlike
and try
you,
to make
I've
it out
never
like it's
deemed
just
to
the
tell
foreigners
you
that's
about
causing trouble,
London.
and it's
So
not.
you can't tell me about County Cleveland, and I know for a fact, right? I agree with you that the rate of
I'll tell you
violence
what
up in
Google
County
says.
Cleveland will be high. I know it's high, but what you're saying, 95%
You
white.
agree with the point I'm making?
It's wrong. It's wrong.
Okay, let me.
Well, that's what the Google said on the stats.
I'm looking at
That's
the,
not what I
the
said.
government
I said that's what Google
stats
said.
on crimes by ethnicity breakdown.
on.
This is just by ethnicity in the UK. The problem is, I don't think this is narrowing it down by that Cleveland area that we're talking about. This is just overall. So
Yeah, this is just UK.
this is just
You know why?
this is
Yeah,
England
'cause
and
cognitive
Wales. It's not actually
dissonance knows
Scotland.
what
This is just
time it
England
is.
and Wales. Now, this is the breakdown of the crime stats by ethnicity. Arrest rates for every 1,000 people by ethnicity. That's
She's saying go to section 5 and it's Cleveland.
section 5. Okay. In that case, I'm not going to share the screen until just a second. Okay, carry on, guys, until I'm ready. To go to section
I don't know what point he's trying to prove here about County Cleveland. I definitely agree. It's
That is the
very
point.
violent.
The point
very
is that there's violence in places where poverty is prevalent, not when there's just foreigners prevalent.
But County Cleveland, some of the cities and towns are full of foreigners. What are you on about?
But the thing is, nobody's actually arguing that white people can't commit crimes.
No.
Nobody's arguing that. We're
Well,
not arguing that.
Wendy
We're just
kinda
saying
is.
we don't. We're just saying
No,
that we
I'm
don't
not.
want the crime rates to increase because people from outside with mindsets that don't understand the law are going to join the criminals that are already here.
Okay. I think, guys, we've got this.
Yeah, but who's promoting
we've
that?
got this
Who's
down.
asking people to import criminals?
Let us
The
check.
government.
The government are asking us to accept criminals.
Okay, you guys can see what I can see, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Well, I
this
can't
is
see it.
Cleveland. This is by all rate per 1,000 number of arrests for all 20.5, 11,679. Asians 344, 12.8. Blacks 219, 32.6%. I think this is to do with like that percentage. Mixed race people 271, 35.7 based on their rate of per 1,000. Whites obviously being the majority, 10,326, but 19.8% based on their the numbers of white people. And the overall others are 192. I guess that would be like Arabs and whatnot. 30.9%. So as you can see, even by their ratio of the number of people that are there versus the number of people who are committing crime, the ethnic minorities are overrepresented, at least certainly the blacks and the mixed races.
Told you.
That's the whole point. That's the whole point. This is why I wanted the ethnicity breakdown, because you can see.
No, but you have to look at the crimes that man's committing. Because
No,
the
you
same
don't.
thing. Arrest. Wait, hold on. You can get arrested and get NFA.
No. Here we go. Look, with
Yes,
excuses
you
again.
Yeah,
No.
I mean, obviously he's going to pivot at this point.
But you can
because
though.
We finally figured
You just
out
said
that-
arrest. I was talking about violent crimes.
But you were the one who
Look at the
quoted
violent
this
crime
today and
stats.
said that look it
Yeah,
up.
I quoted
and
violent
it didn't
crimes.
go your way.
I quoted violent crimes,
Oh, okay,
and I'm still
okay,
sticking
so-
with that.
So it's the violent crimes, but I mean, Okay, I'll have to go and.
No,
I
my
don't
original
think- I don't
point was
think this
violent
will give me
crimes
that, but
committed
This is the
in
only.
a flipping highly white area
This is the only stats I
is linked to
have.
poverty. Why don't you do the same thing
But
when it's in a black area?
County Cleveland, I'm
You
going to
don't
tell
do the
you
same
again, right? I
You just
don't
tell
know
them,
what
you just
planet
say
you're
that
on.
it's
I don't know what
because they're
planet you're on.
foreigners. That's
You
what
need
said.
to go and live in County
That's some racist shit.
Cleveland, and you'll find out.
And actually, this is another.
Everything's racist, isn't it? Racist. It's the truth
are
about
racist.
County Cleveland.
Let me present this to the guys. Arrest rates for every 1,000 people by ethnicity and sex. I believe female is dark blue, male is yellow, all is. Why would they have? Oh, I guess all of them in one go. So yeah, this is your breakdown by ethnicity of arrests, male and female, and all. Startling. One graph is really one bar is really bigger than all the other bars. Just here's a game, boys and girls. Which is the longest?
Good God.
I don't know, man. These stats it's racist. These stats are racist. This is the white man stats. That's why we don't believe these stats. This is the white man with the systems of systemic systems. And so
I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black.
That's right. These stats are these are racist stats. That's why we don't take no to these stats. Because they're just racist. They are just racist. Yes. But for that big yellow line, I just have one message.
You going to jail. You're going to jail.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
But it's all racist. It's racist.
Oh, it's not. Just the bloody truth. You just have the truth in that area.
Bro, what are you talking about, bruv? What's the
Velle, is your race?
Velle, bro, shut up for a sec, man. Let me finish speaking, bruv.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
when I do my wait, hold on. When I do my search here, Cleveland police has the highest arrest rate, 19.8% out of per 1,000. Stop and search. Cleveland police has raided 6,500 searches of white subjects, 280 searches of Asian subjects, 108 searches of black subjects, 142 searches of mixed race and defined subjects. So how come? Wait, hold on.
This is
Wait, hold on. When I do, bro, but how comes when I do this search or whatever, I'm coming up with different stats than you're coming up with.
Dude, this is
And
gov.uk. It's literally gov. I'll give you the link.
Velle, has your race card been refused? Velle, has your race card been refused?
He
Velle?
thought County Cleveland was mainly white, and it's not.
Hey, base Welshman, are you joking, bruv? Listen, I've got a video of you trying to explain two-tier policing where you're going, yeah, but it's two-tier policing because it's just two-tier policing, yeah, man, and it's two-tier police. Bro, you shut up, man. You're just a monk as well, bro.
Get your receipt. Get your receipt out there. Show us your receipt.
All right, let me get my receipts then, innit? Let me get my receipts. Hold on. I'm looking on the website right now.
Okay.
Go on. Let Welsh have a moment. Go on, Welsh.
I just find it quite funny. So he's got me saying that the police are two-tier policing because they're two-tier policing. Is that supposed to be a gotcha? Gotcha.
No, prior to that, you came on the panel for something else. What was it?
Yeah, but what is two-tier policing? What is two-tier policing? Stopping football hooligans from fucking shagging flags outside of fucking the pub.
Let the man talk.
Two-tier policing. That's dumb, man. Behave yourself.
He asks a question and answers it himself. Let him carry on.
No. Because you came on the panel because you obviously had something you wanted to say. So go on.
Well, obviously, Velle's race card has been rejected, isn't it? Like that's all he does. That's all he lives off.
You mean he's race baiting? No.
Yeah, that's all he does.
That's still in full swing.
That's literally what he lives off.
Yeah,
I don't
when
think
you
so. I
tell
think the
him
race
that, he
baiting
don't
card is
believe
in full
it.
swing still for Velle. It's he's probably renewed it for 2025.
Yeah.
But
bizarre.
what were you what do you think
He,
about
he needs he needs to blame
these
someone, doesn't he?
stats? Is mathematics racist? That's the
No.
question we wish to pose to today's conundrum.
No,
Well,
it's not.
some
Nor is
people,
geology, nor is dogs. It's all gone crazy.
yes, some people would say that some stats are racist. So if it doesn't, go in line with their belief system, then yes, I'm afraid stats are racist, and that's that.
Someone said number 6 is a little bit.
Number 6 is a little racist.
Well, you're lucky you don't live in Wales, because if you lived in Wales, dogs are racist.
Apparently, yes. I mean, again, it goes back to the Islamification of Britain. The fact is that dogs in Muslim countries are considered haram, and most Muslims don't
through the
like.
back door.
Well, I looked at it last night. They're impure, and black ones seen as evil.
Yes. So you don't keep them in the house. You don't keep them in your vehicles, and they strictly supposed to sleep outside, and you generally don't interact with them too much because they are considered najest, which is unclean, is the term. But you can keep them as guard dogs. Muslims still recognize that dogs are useful.
Yeah, that's going to be a battle they're going to lose, isn't it? I mean,
so basically, the Labour government has said that they're gonna keep public open spaces. They keep on mentioning countryside. They always mention countryside, but what it actually means, it means city parks. That's what it means, because obviously. I wouldn't suggest there'd be a demand for separating dogs, in the countryside, because people welcome dogs in the countryside. It's not like a.
Yeah, but they already have dog walking parks and stuff. I don't get this. They already have certain areas where they say.
But
it's
they
kids
want
only.
rid of that as well, Dukes. They want rid of it, you see, because
what they want dog-free zones. So they want.
My God, good luck with that.
They want zones that will only welcome to dogs. So, I mean, I was thinking of actually getting like a whiteboard, taking some photos of some dogs, and saying, and putting a little sign up, big A1 bit of paper, say which one's the racist, and I've like 6 pages.
Well, I think the next march should be dog owners bring their dogs.
You see, what you guys, I don't know. It looks like you guys. It's always the naive and innocent English woman and man who just doesn't see the road down the destination. This isn't about the dogs. This is about slowly changing your everyday behavior towards the things that the Muslim world finds haram and halal. That's how it is. This is just a small snippet. It's the slow boiling frog syndrome. They'll introduce it. Do you know how they introduced 20 mile an hour limits?
I got to Cleveland.
Yeah, do you know how they introduced?
Let me read out my Cleveland chart.
Do you want to share your screen?
What about the receipts? I'm waiting for the receipts.
I'm on the phone, man.
Oh, okay.
You know I can't share screen, bro. I'm on the phone.
Give a link.
Let me just finish my statement, guys.
I can read it out, yeah.
All right,
go on then.
Hold on. The fact is that it's again the way they introduced 20 mile an hour roads. I started seeing them in like tiny little sections, like this tunnel or this section, this residential road. It all started off like that, and now it's everywhere. And it's the same with the dog thing. It's just this park here, that walkway there, this little area here, and eventually the whole of the area that you live in is going to become a dog-free zone. And what will happen is you will change your habits and behaviors towards dogs.
Hey, bun-based Welshman and his racist-ass Welsh poodle. Are you mad? Nah, man.
His dog ain't racist. You ever met his dog?
Love her for that. Love her for that, man. I saw his dog on video chasing black people down the road.
That's another thing. You've got to think about dogs, haven't you?
To be honest,
you know what Trigger looks like? Have you seen the size of Trigger?
To be honest,
he's melanated
I've seen
himself.
Banksy's racist ass dog.
First of all, the Trigger is black.
That's why he called it Danny Roscoe.
My dog is prejudiced. It is very much prejudiced. It dislikes a particular type of person, and generally that's someone who's wearing black and yellow.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, he doesn't like the police. He doesn't like the police.
Yeah, but that's because the dog's learned that from you.
Yeah.
He's realised that his owner's always arguing with him.
To be fair, it's worn off on him.
Trigger is awesome. But
he knows.
Yo, all right. Listen, is it right if I read out these stats quickly? Because I need to.
Okay.
I've actually got to run off in it. Yeah.
Where are they from?
Because this is you lot did try it though. Yeah, I recognise it was.
Can you send us the link and put it in the back chat,
dude?
I can put things in the back chat.
I'll put the link to it in the back chat. Yeah. And then I'll say I'll let me read it out first, and then I'll say. But you lot did a good trick though. That was slick though. Still, yeah. Well done. I'll give you a round of applause.
What do you mean? I just
Well,
showed you
trick.
the
It was from the
government's
Wait,
website.
hold on.
It's
But let me
government's
wait, hold on. Let me read it
website.
out. Yeah.
What's he on
Let me
about?
read it out though. Yeah. Because it says wait, hold on though. Because it says number of arrests. Yeah. Total of arrests in 1,000. In by numbers, yeah, 11,679, yeah, so 12.6, yeah, 344 of them arrests were Asian people, yeah, 12.8, 344, yeah, okay, 32.6, yeah, 219, yeah, so 219 people was arrested, but that equals 32.6 of the black community because they're the smallest community within there. So it's the smallest number, yeah, or one of the smallest numbers, yeah, but it's going to be a bigger bar because of per capita, there's less of them there. So that was a slick move that you tried there. Wait, hold on. Mixed.
Represents
so
us, quite a large
mixed,
part.
yeah.
Wait,
Hold on. Mixed, yeah. Wait. Mixed, yeah. 35.7%. Yeah. Again, because they're such a small number, they're only 217, but it's bigger than the black number, but still a proportionate number, right? Yeah. So
but that's what we're saying. Most of the people coming.
Wait, hold on. Now, let's go to the next bar, yeah? Interesting bar. 19.8% white. But how much arrest is there? 10,326. Are you okay? And now, wait, hold on. Now, this is where you lot really try to do a slick move there, yeah? Because the black bar might be a bigger bar, yeah? But the amount of people that is arrested, yeah, is 10,000 people compared to 200. Even the smallest part of the numbers bigger than the black number. Yeah?
We know that. It's you that's not okay.
No. It was you. No. Wait, hold on. Use lot. Hold on. Guys,
let him make his point.
Hold on.
Let me finish, man.
Let me finish. Yeah. I'm gonna jump up in a second. Yeah. You lot can rap for the rest of the night or whatever. Innit, yeah. Like I'm saying. Yeah. You lot try to make a point of keep pointing out the size of the bar of the amount of people arrested in the black column, like the black people are up there causing the most trouble, like 200 and something people, less than 300 people getting arrested.
Juice, let him do it. Just give him the rope he needs to hang himself with.
Yeah, go on.
It doesn't. It's not. It's simple because the way that you tried to portray it was that because the bar was so big, it's the majority of the black people that are in that area that are causing issues or whatever. When it's not, it was 10,000 is definitely the majority in it. Yeah, but percentage-wise, because the place is 97 point something percent white, obviously it's still going to equal a small per capita number, but it's a higher number.
Okay, are you done?
Yeah.
Okay. Everyone else?
Yeah, we knew
ravage
that
him.
We knew that already. You're not understanding. It's disproportionate.
Yes.
Banksy, he read out exactly the same thing you did.
I know.
Banksy, Cognitive has dropped you Cleveland's Freedom of Information. If you go up the chat.
Sorry, what? Who has Cognitive has dropped another link?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll try and get. Look, I didn't want this to become some kind of weird stats.
The way that you tried to portray, bro. Listen, why I needed to read it out myself here because the way that you tried to portray it was not the way
I
that
didn't.
it was.
I
it
didn't
was written.
try to
you
portray
didn't.
anything.
You
I
did.
simply
You did because,
showed
no, because
the
listen,
graph
what
and
did
the
you say?
chart.
No, wait. What did you? So wait. Hold on a sec.
showed
yeah?
it to
when
you.
you was going with the chart. Wait. Hold on a sec. Yeah. So when you was making, what point was you making by saying, look, what's the biggest chart? What's the biggest number on the chart? What's the biggest bar on the chart?
The point I was making.
What was the point that you was
is
making?
that certain demographics, disproportionately to their numbers, commit large amounts of crime. Disproportionately to their numbers. That's the whole point of this. Is that certain groups of because you see, Velle, my original statement, what was it to you? When I said I don't want these types of people around me. I don't want the savage Afghanis. I don't want the savage Kurds. I don't want the savage Iranians. I don't want the savage
Iranian, bro.
Iraqis.
Iranian yourself. You're not.
I said I don't
Velle,
want
it's
these
like this.
people.
If you randomly pick 10 black people from the black community there, and you randomly picked 10 white people, the likelihood that they are going to be a criminal is increased within the black people because more of the black community are criminals than are in the white community.
In proportion to their size.
What are you talking about? That don't even make
Yes.
sense.
In proportion to the numbers of black people in that area versus the number of white people in that area.
So your stat don't even make sense then. Your stat was actually backwards. So your stat
What do you mean it doesn't make sense? This is the government stats.
Listen, no, bro.
It's not my
stats. I'm not talking to you, you donut. I'm not talking to you. You didn't just make a point. Your stat should be reversed the other way around. That if you stop basically 10 white people, then is there the majority? Is there the majority in the number? If you stop 10 white people in Cleveland, they're more likely to be criminals than if you stop 10 black people, because the numbers of black people that are committing crime compared to the numbers of them is actually a low number of people.
Banksy, the one that Cobbs just dropped. If you go to statistics of victims and perpetrators of all types of violent crimes based on race and ethnicity between the years 2003 to 2023. So he's saying what he dropped you, this new one.
Let me see.
It's probably a bit more detailed.
Violent crime, FOI 2499-2 for violent crime stats. Is that the one? Cleveland Police.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Oh God, do I have to share this again?
Racist stuff.
You're making me work way too much for this tonight, guys. I normally don't do this much fucking effort. I don't give a shit enough about this stuff to work this hard to show stats about every fucking thing. Holy crap. Okay. Velle, this is for you as well. This is Cleveland Police, which I'm presuming is UK. Yeah. Cleveland Police, cleveland.police.uk. This is as official as it gets from these people. I don't even know. I didn't even find this shit. This is Cognitive's thing.
I gotta listen from the chat, man, because like man are wasting my time, innit?
You wasted you fucking hijacked my entire show about this bullshit.
I've been in the fucking car park for half an hour chatting to you about fucking racism and fucking stats. Yeah, I've been in the fucking changing room for half an hour. What the fuck are you talking about?
I wanted to talk about Tyson's fight. I wanted to talk about Nigel Farage talking a bit of shit. But no, here I am looking up stats for Cleveland Police as if I give a shit. You know, in my entire life, I will never go to this fucking place. Ever.
Read it out, man. I'm not going to fucking Cleveland. That's Wendy's.
Why am I looking up this fucking nowhere nobody fucking towns stats now? It's because of you. You fucking made me do this shit.
Show the fucking numbers, you nutcase.
Okay. Okay. The numbers. Let me go because I have to actually go back a bit because it's all like from 2006 all the way to 2024, end of April 2024. Okay, so Asians in 2023. Let's just take 2023, shall we, as just a single year. Asians 785. What is this anyway? Number of violence against the person offenses by self-defined ethnic groups of the victim. So is this the victim? So no, these are the victims. So number of violence against the person offenses by the self-defined ethnic group of the victim. So these are the victims. These are the number of victims by but that doesn't mean shit to me.
No,
It doesn't because the people.
It has
alright,
both.
listen,
So
people
maybe if you
usually
scroll down, it's got the others.
most likely, yeah, attacks between people are gonna be between people that they know in it. Like, so it's gonna be more a white group versus a white group, a black dude versus a black dude, and so on. So then far and few between, it's gonna be an Asian versus a black versus a white, a Chinese versus a.
This doesn't really give me anything because it says okay, fair enough. In a town that's 95% white,
all you're looking for is stats that you can shit on black people.
No, but dude, that's in a town that's 95% white. Then yes, the biggest number here is going to be the white people.
Why have you been arguing with me for an hour? Why didn't you just say that? Why didn't you just say that? Listen, at the start. Listen, at the very start.
If you don't like Doc Gov stats, if you don't like
Doc Gov agreeing with that point, yeah. Why didn't you just say that in the first place? I could have finished the gym by now.
You could have said,
oh, I agree with your point. The first point that he's making. You could have said that an hour ago.
You made a big ass of yourself. You made a big ass of yourself,
man. You don't even know what you're talking about.
Your health is important,
you don't even know what you're talking about, man. You haven't man. Get out of here.
You had the race card given back to you on a number of times, and there you are, spurging out.
Velle, your health is important to you. Go to the gym. I can't be responsible for you not going to the gym.
Stop with the roids. Stop taking roids. It's not helping.
Yeah. Cut back on the roids.
What are you talking about, man?
That liberal roid rage.
You take roids. Do I look like I take roids? Honestly, I look like I take roids. Yeah. You're gassing me up, man.
While you're doing your workout as well. Don't forget the big bad white man. Don't forget the big bad white man as you're working.
Every time you do a bench press, you go fuck Whitey. Fuck Whitey.
White man bad. White man bad. White man bad.
One more to stick into the white man. Superset.
Superset. Wait, hold on a sec though. Listen. Every day you wait, hold on a sec here. Every day you lot are campaigning to get foreigners out of the country, and you're telling me about. I say fuck this race and that race. That's what you do every day. But you
we campaign.
This is like Uno reverse. Every single day, you man are campaigning and saying, "Oh, we want the foreigners out. We want our country back. We want our country back." Yeah, and now you're trying to tell me about I'm a racist.
I want 1950s Britain back.
This is some Uno reverse.
Let's get some skinheads out in the streets. Let's get some p-bashing back.
You're going to get bashed by them too. They're going to smack you up as well, cuz.
Velle, do you believe in open borders?
Open borders?
Yeah.
No borders.
Let me trigger you, bro. I believe there should be no borders around the world.
You believe in front locks?
There shouldn't even be checks.
Do you believe
there shouldn't even be an airport.
Okay, Velle, do you believe in locks?
There shouldn't even be an
airport. Do you believe in private property rights? Do you believe in front door?
No, there shouldn't be no private
no locks on front door.
Can I move in with you, Velle? I want to live in Greenwich.
That's what Velle wants.
Can I come and live with you now?
Listen hard. That's what Velle wants. That's what Velle wants.
Can I come and live with you, Velle? Because I don't like to live in the shithole that I'm living in. I would like to live in Greenwich. Greenwich is nice.
Trust me, he lives in a big. He lives in a bigger shithole than you, mate.
Nah, I bet you he lives in a nice place. He lives in Greenwich. Greenwich is pleasant.
You can't afford to live in Greenwich, mate.
That's why can I live with you? I'm asking to live with you. Of course, I can't afford to live in Greenwich. That's why I want to live with you.
I've got asylum seekers to look after, mate.
He lives in Thamesmead.
I got asylum seekers to look
after. Isn't that typical?
I don't live
Someone
in
that doesn't live with near asylum seekers
but
doesn't shut up about. Oh, we must give them room.
He could call himself Gary Lineker, Velle.
I don't know with this fucking thing, man.
Velle Lineker. Okay, but I mean these stats, to be honest with you, they don't make any sense because obviously the whites are going to be the highest numbers on all of these stats.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter because the numbers in themselves are not the important thing. Is to do with the proportionality of
per capita.
It's like it has to have some kind of
stat. If you look at the stats and the pattern, that actually you can see a pattern emerging. But I don't know.
Have you got that receipt for me?
I don't know.
About two-tier policing.
Because look at this. All the numbers are like white people 2,286. White people for 2023, I'm just taking 2023 as an example, 19,896 white people. Actually, no, this is white people being attacked.
Yeah.
This is white victims, 19,896 and 364 blacks and Asians 7. I mean, Asians are actually, I think, highly overrated.
I
as well,
mean,
overrepresented here.
the blacks don't make your wheels off your fucking car.
Yeah, but the blacks in the mix.
Right, so that's the victim. So I bet if you go down, there's a list of perpetrators.
Okay, number of offenders. Number of offenders by their self-defined ethnic groups recorded on solved violence against the person offenses. So these are the actual perpetrators, the offenders. For 2023, 48 of them were Asian, 44 were black, 36 were mixed. 40 were other, and 2,286 were white, which again, it should
be expected.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it should be. It's 95% white area. What do you expect? But what is the proportionality? What's the
what are you talking about?
ratio?
Exactly, man.
Yeah,
but bro, listen, even the ratio.
Velle, you need
bro, listen,
to look up the
you
word
just proved
per
it.
capita.
Wait, hold on. Listen, you proved it earlier, with the point, Rob. Yeah, you saw the thing. You saw the stats.
You need to know about definitions of words.
Bro, listen, bro, listen for a sec, yeah. Listen, yeah. You saw for earlier when you pulled the stats up. You saw the stats when you pulled up earlier, and it said 271 people arrested equaled 32%. 10,360 people arrested equaled 18%. Bro, are you all right, cuz? Come on, man.
No, but dude, that's because of the numbers of white people, and that is the percentage.
So little people there.
No, dude, it's the percentage rate of the number of people that are white versus how many of them are committing.
Yeah, so even though there was still, even though there was less people arrested,
they commit more crime per capita.
It was still ended up being higher in the chart. Do you get it?
God almighty. Look, this is like speaking to a fucking 3-year-old.
Do you know what per capita means? Do you know what per capita means, dude?
Velle,
you know what per capita means?
He does. He knows. He does his own show with all of this stuff.
You lost like half an hour ago. You're very annoying.
Yeah, how can you stick on this point for like half an hour? When per capita answers it all.
What did Banksy? Hold on, listen. You just jumped on.
Why? Hold on, math. What did you think? Math is done. You're done, man. You're done. It's math. It's simple math.
Done what?
You're done.
What's done? What's done?
It's simple math. You got nothing. This is just math. 2 plus 2 equals 4. You can talk forever.
What's the simple maths then? What's the simple maths?
This is not university. 2 plus 2 is not 5. 2 plus 2.
Explain what the simple maths is, mate.
2 is 4, dude. I know what the point is,
mate.
I know. I don't want. I don't want. No, I don't want.
Shut up, then, man, you idiot. You don't even know the point. You just jumped on fucking.
2 plus 2
to try and blow back balls like and shut up, man.
Nobody can hear.
I also want to remind you that Trump won, so you should be crying.
You just jumped on to blow, man. What? Now you're talking about Trump, yeah? Shut up,
yes, Trump won, man.
White people getting arrested in Cleveland.
Mentally deficient / retarded / dripping with autism, just spewing.
Yeah, chill,
2
guys.
plus
Chill.
2 equals 4.
Listen to this dude. Get the chopper. Trump won.
Get the chopper.
Man, shut up, man. Don't count the shit.
One thing I wanted to tell you, Velle, to be again even more fair to the African brethren. These rates and the chart that I showed was the number of arrests made for every 1,000 people by ethnicity and sex. Okay. So that big yellow line wasn't criminal offenses. These were just arrests. So whether these people were criminals or not is not
yes.
And you
trying to
laugh off the point that I was...
Banksy,
listen, you got so disingenuous. I'm jumping.
Stop saying listen. You talk so much, you say very little.
I've got some receipts here. This is not an opinion. This is receipts, Banky. I've just had a look now at demographics at Cleveland. 92% are white.
Yes.
4% are Asian.
Mm-hmm.
Right. 1% is mixed. Right. They haven't even got blacks in the equation. But as you recall, per capita, they seem to commit a lot of crime.
They don't even have the blacks as a stats on Cleveland.
Well, I can look at it in depth. It was what come up as that first bit that come up.
Just a breakdown.
So I can have a look. Yeah. So I can 50 They show the religious bits. Let me just try and find out more.
Yeah, I mean,
I know. I know people who live up there. I know what it's like up there.
Yeah.
I know how it goes up there, and
I
who
mean, the
you got to
stats,
watch
the
out
stats
for.
are clear, no?
Yeah, I mean,
the stats are clear.
I'll be honest. These stats were given to me by cognitive dissidents. This is the government's own own website. There's nothing to do with any of us. It's not some right-wing Nigel Farage reform website. This is government's own stats. It's not my. I have nothing to do with this. I'm just reading out numbers here. I'm sorry, maths is racist. I'm sorry that every time we talk about maths, we have to just.
It
go,
sounds like doesn't like the Britain.
He
That's
doesn't
what it
like
sounds
maths.
like. He doesn't like
maths.
Britain. That's why he's a communist, because communists want to abolish everything, right? Of course, he hates Israel too, but it's like same. Yeah.
Yes.
Mr. Mossad says, "I've come to save maths."
I can't believe you've actually.
Yeah, I've come to save maths. I mean, it's unbelievable. Obviously, this guy doesn't. Either he's lying or he really doesn't understand basic math.
I can't believe he's trying
No
to
one should hire him to handle
Cleveland.
any money.
Hang
or
on,
any,
I can't believe he's trying to put County Cleveland with London. What's that about?
I don't know. He just seems every time he loses the. I mean, this is the second or third time he lost.
He pivots.
Every time he loses, he changes the subject.
He pivots. Yeah, he pivots across.
Yeah, he goes into
does
some.
all the time.
He gives you some weird example that
When
he
the-
read about somewhere, and he thinks he won.
The reason we ended up in Cleveland was I was discussing all the knife crimes in London and the migrants and all the things that have basically gone downhill in London, and he said, "Well, there is this place called County Cleveland which has 95% white people, and that's rated as one of the highest crime rates and stabbing rate areas in
It's
in
a
Britain."
very violent place, but I know who commits the violence. I know who commits the majority of the really bad crimes.
Exactly. That's
Listen,
how we ended
I've
up
got-
down this rabbit hole of
Ah,
like
right.
what, because I said, okay, it's a 95% white area, but who's committing the crimes?
Yeah, exactly.
because it's a 95% white area, you have to figure out who's
the
actually
thing
that
is,
5%. What's going on there?
But even so, like you bring up the stats that like they were saying the white people commit like 2,000 crimes or something.
10,000.
You got to put the word down per capita. And when you put the word down per capita and you do it per capita, then it shows. And I don't quite understand how Velle couldn't quite understand.
No, he gets it. Oh, he gets it. It's just these statistics are devastating to him, so he can't admit it. They're destroying his argument.